trust me, come with a real. You hip in the front, so you get my meals. I'm gunning for the money, money in the bank. Coming with a dank, skrilling in the tank, rolling with the gang. You sitting out on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin. Yeah. I'm okay.
What up, though? Welcome to
Oh, dear God.
Dear God. Thank you for blessing us with a great show, a great crew, great friends. Besides for Caleb, because he never brings pizza.
That's true. Every day, it's just more disrespect.
It's not disrespect. It's
Bro, it's respect. You guys need to lose weight.
It's disrespect.
It's broken promises.
It is.
It's broken promises.
Yeah.
And if you bring it tomorrow, I will personally fight you.
I'm bringing it tomorrow.
Because I'm not
I'm
going to
be
be
fucking
here.
upset as well.
Pizza and Nooners?
That wouldn't be funny. That would be, like, literally, I would fight you.
Pizza and Nooners? That sounds like a
That's
deal.
understood.
I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. I'm bringing it.
All right, well, can you fight Caleb? Have you seen that video? Idris Elba when he's on Hot Ones? He's like, whose idea was this? And they're like, oh, it was Steve's over there. He's like, can you fight Steve?
That's great.
That shit's
awesome.
funny.
I'm pretty sure he took a kickboxing fight.
Dude, I would not fuck with you. He's a big dude.
He is. He's like 6 something.
Yeah.
What's his last name?
Stringer Bell, man. Elba.
He's a beast.
Stringer Bell.
Great
One of the best
actor, too.
characters of all time.
What was that?
He's from The Wire.
Oh.
That's the character in The Wire. Probably his most known role.
That's fair. So I really know what I'd jump to.
It's my mom's favorite TV show.
Your mom liked The Wire?
Yeah, she's got it all on DVD.
Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't see that coming.
I didn't either. I told her I was watching it for the first time. She's like, oh, I love The Wire. I was like, oh, shit.
She's like, my hitter.
Yeah. That's my favorite TV show, too. I think it's the best TV show of all time.
Speaking of questions, son, I know you're leaving tomorrow.
I won't
Are
be
you
here
back
tomorrow.
Saturday?
Back Sunday.
Oh, the charity baseball game.
Yeah, I told you I can't do it.
You said you could.
I know.
No.
I told you I can't.
I'm gonna find the text.
You said he couldn't, and then you looked at me, and I was like, I can go. And then I was like,
Yeah.
when is it? And then you were like, this weekend. I was like, shit, I'm gone too.
Yep.
No, this
Because I
week,
originally
maybe, yeah.
told you I could.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I
that's what I'm
came
saying.
back and I was like, no. And you offered it to Nick and he said no too. And he offered it to Chris.
He said, I'm
Still waiting.
Originally, you said yeah.
Yeah.
On a charity softball thing, sure. For who? Shout out to Vito Churko. Actually, we got a little promo for it. Kind of a little bit of promo for it. Shout out to our guy Chris Castellani, who famously covers the Detroit Tigers. Who knew? Despite being like one of the go-to Tigers guys. Damn, is this worse than my swing, Spinny?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't put the video in.
I didn't put the video in?
Yeah. I'll find it, though. Give me a second.
I'll get it. I could have swore I did, but it could be
Yeah,
wrong.
it is worse than your swing. Love Chris, but
I think you'll be the first one to tell you that's a bad swing.
yeah, no, he even said he's not an athletic guy. He was a fantastic tennis player.
Yeah.
But it looks like he's never swung a baseball bat in his life.
So, but what do you know how to hold it? Is he holding that right?
He's choked up on it a lot, for sure.
Might be a big bat.
Yeah, it could be. He's pretty. I don't know.
His bat's huge.
He was
dude.
pretty choked up on it. But hey, as long as you make contact, doesn't matter how the swing looks.
All right, there's 2 of them. There's a couple of them.
And we also have video of who was pitching to him after we show the swings.
Who's like the Sean Marion of like baseball swings? Like who's got the
Kevin
ugliest,
Youkilis.
but it still works?
That wasn't necessarily an ugly swing.
It was
but
the stance.
The
The
stance
stance.
was
Is that the guy that did
wild.
all this shit?
No, he
No,
held.
that was Sheffield.
He held his bat like
Youkilis held
this.
it like this.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Pointed it at him.
Like a
Oh, that's the guy who played for the
He
Sox.
literally
He
held
played
it-
for the Red Sox.
Yeah,
right?
the guy that Porcello body slam.
White dude.
Yep.
Yep.
Extremely
He owns a
quiet.
brewery now.
I just said that slack by the way.
Yeah.
Not
I'm gonna go
surprising.
yeah,
The way he had the
probably in
beard.
Boston, I would assume.
Yeah, he looks like he would own a brewery.
Definitely.
He spends a lot of time in a brewery.
Yeah.
That's okay. So I had this like debate, and I actually, this would be a moment in my life I could have gotten canceled, but we argued. Shout out to this is a super random shout out because I don't even talk to this guy anymore. This is like a high school debate. Lee Witka was one of the guys. That
Lee
played.
Witka.
Lee Witka.
Witka.
That was his name.
Lee Witka.
Anyway, we were arguing in school. I told
About?
him baseball is not like an athletic sport. And I brought up like CC Sabathia,
Probably the least athletic athletes.
Prince Fielder. Yeah. And then he was
It's a different
baseball
type
guy.
of athletic, though. It's hand-eye coordination,
Flexibility.
Flex-
reaction speed,
Flexibility in what sense? From
like
base?
stretches.
Pitching, you need to be very,
Yeah.
very flexible.
pitching,
pitching.
first base. Outfielders normally pretty athletic,
Outfielders are athletic.
You
That's
need
the
to be
most athletic position.
but
in
like
baseball,
from
outfielder.
like on a scale
Or
of like
shortstop.
NBA athletes to baseball athletes.
If you had to tier them,
It'd probably be NBA, NFL,
hockey, baseball.
yeah,
Yeah, baseball's like it's
NHL, MLB.
like they're athletic in the sense of like coordination. Like if you gave them like a basketball, they'd look normal. Shoot, like a baseball player would look normal. But if you gave like
Keep telling yourself.
if you gave like a football player and you had them catch and throw a baseball, they wouldn't look that great doing it. You know what I mean? It's like a coordination thing. I think.
mean, Russell Wilson got drafted in the second round, I think. I know Kyler Murray was a first round draft pick. in
okay,
MLB.
those are amazing.
Tom Brady
two-sport
got
athletes.
drafted.
I'm not
Dan
saying
Marino got
Matthew
drafted.
Stafford used to be best friends with Clayton Kershaw.
The
That's true. I didn't know that.
Tigers
Yeah, I didn't
drafted
know that.
Patrick Mahomes.
That's true.
Yeah. The Tigers have drafted more Super Bowl winning quarterbacks than the Lions.
That's my
Wow.
I've seen a lot of.
That's wild, isn't it?
That's wild to think about.
I've seen a lot of very ugly first pitches though. When you think about like you get
For
your
sure.
first round.
I don't
draft
understand
pick
that,
in
but
there.
that's also like, I don't think it's a lot of athletes that give up ugly first pitches. It's like Stephen A.
50
Smith
Cent.
and 50 Cent and shit.
I mean, JJ's was brutal.
Amon-Ra wasn't great.
Well, JJ, I mean, is he really an athlete?
Or a celebrity.
National champion.
JJ McCarthy had a bad first pitch.
Yeah. it was-
Yeah, like super ugly.
yeah.
Wow, I thought he was a baseball guy.
Tom Brady got drafted. Dan Marino got drafted.
Brady got drafted in baseball?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Catcher.
Broder said Bronny got drafted.
Bronny?
baseball?
Oh, no.
No, just to the NBA.
Bronny is a much better athlete than the best athlete in MLB. But yeah, it's a different type of athleticism. Like I said, it's a lot of hand-eye coordination, flexibility, quick twitch reaction stuff.
Yeah.
Like you got to be a elite athlete to play the hot corner. Even if you're Pablo Sandoval, you're still got to be a great athlete to play third base.
Yeah, it's like what Austin Rivers said when he said, I agree to a certain extent. Obviously, there's like a amount of toughness you need to perform in the NFL, but like at the NBA, they're only 15-man rosters. At the end of the day, you have to be like the most qualified of the qualified to make it there. Even if you suck, you're like one of the best in the world.
Basketball and hockey players are, I think, the most in shape out of the
Oh yeah,
Soccer
four.
players,
Yeah,
Soccer players too.
yeah,
Yeah.
they just
Insane
run the whole
cardio.
time. Yeah,
I honestly understand why they flop because it gives them like 30 seconds to lay
I
down.
hate soccer.
I hate it for that reason, but I mean, when I realized that once you get subbed out for the game, you're done, that's
I didn't know
crazy.
that.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
you
that.
can't go back in.
why?
Stupid.
That's
You
the
get, like,
dumbest
Stupid
three-
bullshit
Is that a
sport.
rule or just
it
like
counts
a-
up.
Yeah, it's a rule.
The
No,
time
it's-
goes up.
You get like 3 substitutions.
Instead of having the time
And, like,
set
World
and it
Cup
go
or
down,
something.
it goes up. And instead of stopping the time when the ball goes out of bounds, they just
It
keep
goes
it
up
going.
again.
And then they had stoppage time, which is, I don't know, it's stupid. It doesn't make it.
Which the time doesn't stop.
Soccer, if you're into it, I'm not even talking about from like perspective, like if you enjoy it, like once you do watch it, if you are watching the game, like I'll get lost in one.
I would
It's
not.
very
no.
rare that it does happen.
Soccer does not excite me.
We enjoyed
Unless going there,
DC, yeah, we
going
liked
to
that
a
one.
game will be is cool. Going to DCFC was a lot of fun.
That was a vibe.
Sitting there watching a soccer game on TV.
Not even World Cup.
I would watch a World Cup game over a WNBA game.
Would you really?
Yes.
Oh wow, so you like
think
what?
I'd rather watch WNBA.
What if it
I
was
would
Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese?
I watched Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese for 5 minutes, and 3 points were scored in 5 minutes a game.
Call it quits.
Did we talk about Angela Reese saying she's not flying dudes out? Did we talk about that?
Yeah,
What?
she's
Why-
selfish.
why?
Yeah, she said she's not flying dudes out.
Of course not.
And I was like, I don't know if you're in that tax
Oh.
bracket.
I saw that. Yeah, so I saw someone quote tweet. He's like,
Do you have the
smells
Castellani
like
video?
broke to me.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, speaking of peak athletes,
Peak athletes.
here is one of the best in the game. I mean, yeah,
That one looked good.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's
that
choked up
grip,
on the
That
back.
grip
Yeah.
is very high.
It is. I'm pretty sure that.
Fastball. Just challenge me.
There you go.
Grounders.
Nice follow through there.
Yeah. He's kind of letting go of the bat.
You know what?
Ow.
Oh, dude. Castellani's the man. Love that guy.
I'm laughing. I'd do no better.
Yeah, I would definitely do worse, but that owl was
choppers.
hilarious.
He's not putting his
I've
legs
been-
into it at all.
I've been in the cages. When you get a stinger, it does hurt like crazy. And like on a cold,
He's getting no hip action.
On a
He's gotta-
cold game.
He's got to open those hips up a little bit on the swing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Needs to generate some more
See, he
power
knows.
from the
Needs to
legs.
generate some more power from the lower half for sure. He's going all arms. Bat speed, not great either.
That view
Hey.
was insane,
That
bro.
was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good rip.
Come on.
Oh, shout out to Castellani. He's happy feet in the box for sure.
It's a good thing he could box.
Yeah.
Good thing he could fight like crazy.
Yeah.
Can he?
Can he?
No, I just
And then we do have a video of who was throwing BP to Chris Castellani
yes.
as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
So if you want to
Another
play
friend
that,
of mine.
Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, a friend of Easy, friend of the show. Just electric stuff on the mound.
Oh, sorry.
This is more embarrassing than the swing.
Oh, for sure.
Who is that?
That's Michael Rubin.
That is Michael Rubin.
That is a billionaire.
That is, yeah.
I thought it
Drake's
was Joey
friend.
Chestnut for a second.
No, that's Michael Rubin.
They do look similar.
They do kind
They
of look
do not
similar,
look
for
similar.
sure. They look pretty similar.
That seems pretty
He's,
close.
They don't
he's
look
messing
He
around.
looks like you from
They're
behind.
just balding. That's it. They're balding.
You brought
white
him
guys.
in here to make me take fat dumps. He doesn't even look like me. He does from
From the
behind.
back, he does.
No, I met him in Cleveland.
That's
He's
much
super
more embarrassing than not being able to swing a baseball bat.
That's fair. I have a question. Actually, a challenge. Other than if anyone from the show is going to the charity event, you guys will know. You guys will be in on the prank if you will. Just make sure you keep it on the low. Caleb, what are you doing Saturday?
Damn, everybody
You're gonna
but
pretend
Because can we pretend that you're spinning to see if anybody even notices?
I cannot attend on Saturday.
Why?
Even though,
What are you
even
doing?
though, I'm going golfing with my buddies, but
This is so much better.
it does sound
I
like
just
a lot
bought
of fun.
lapel mics.
You bought what? You bought what?
Lapel, like the mics you put right here.
Oh yeah.
For
no,
iPhone?
look, I'm
See
dying.
if everyone walks up to you like, hey, are you Spencer Raxter?
Yes. Yeah. What's going on? I was on a Netflix show, but I'm dying to get back on the diamond. But unfortunately, it's not gonna be this weekend. But I do appreciate the offer, and I would love to impersonate Spenny at some
You
point.
should
It's a
bring
once in a
in-
lifetime opportunity. There's none of that you can do this.
You should bring in somebody who
this is
doesn't look like me at all.
Like who?
Like just a really like Ryan Lentz, and be like, yeah, this is Spencer. Like
Just
a
bring Joel.
Yeah,
Just
bring Joel. Be like, yeah, it's Spencer. He looks a little different on camera.
No, I want someone. Listen,
camera
if
has
you're in the
10
chat and you
pounds.
look somewhat similar to Spencer Raxter,
Hit up
hit us up on Twitter.
Andrew Chafin. Maybe are the Tigers off on Saturday?
No, they play, but I'm sure he would miss
You'd
it.
definitely, yeah.
Caleb, come on.
I can't, dude. But it sounds like
Please.
fun. It sounds like fun,
Who's
but
this friend you're going
You
with?
should put me on an iPad and I'll FaceTime in
I'll just leave you out there.
and just put me in the batter's box on an iPad.
I'm kind of sick. I don't know if I'm gonna make it there. To be honest, can you tell
No, why didn't you tell me that before I dapped you up?
before we kiss?
Before we did our
Pre-show
kiss.
Oh shit! Yeah, Russell Westbrook to the Nuggets.
Yeah, that's what the reports are, that he's gonna get bought out, but because he got traded to the Jazz.
Ironically.
But they're saying, why is that
Ironically.
ironic?
Because remember, he had that whole like incident with the Jazz. Remember? With
You
the
just
fans?
messaged me that I should ask. Can you see?
I'm going to keep it off camera just to be safe.
Oh, dude, that would be legendary.
That would be legendary. I'm gonna ask him.
Why haven't you asked him to come on the show?
I just don't want to be that guy.
You're gonna ask him to go to a fucking charity baseball game with you, but not go on the show?
What the
That sounds
fuck?
way more fun.
Sounds like a date.
It's not only
Jesus.
but it's for a good cause. First
First of all, you should not asking him to come on the show is ridiculous.
Yeah.
why didn't you ask your guy to come on the show?
I have.
The one I'm thinking about.
I mean, yeah. There's only one guy I got. Like, who are you thinking
Didn't
about?
reply back.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Darren McCarty.
Oh,
Not playing.
no, we've had him, my guy
Rob
on the
Sims.
show. Oh, well, I've never texted him.
That's what I'm saying.
You're currently texting the guy.
Damn.
Yeah, but it's not like that.
Guys, don't
well,
break
you
up.
make it like that and say, "Hey, you want to come on the show for 15 minutes?"
Hey, you want to do this charity baseball game
Dude, I'll be.
That
pissed
sounds
off,
like a
honestly.
date.
and pretend to be Spencer Morgan Raxter the third?
All right, Daniel.
What the fuck?
Well, everyone knows it's your name. It's been Morax.
Doesn't mean they know it.
Doesn't mean they know it. Well, when you put it like that.
All right, tell us about Planet
Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone, and it is a fitness that fits your budget. No matter where you are, there's a Planet Fitness close by, more than 50 in Metro Detroit and thousands more throughout the world. At Planet Fitness, you'll experience a squeaky clean gym, tons of equipment, a friendly, knowledgeable staff, and a totally judgment-free atmosphere. Did you know that all Planet Fitness memberships include fitness training for no extra cost? Want all the perks? Get the black card. You get the use of hydro massage, total body enhancement, massage chairs, and all that good stuff. For more information, join today. Visit your local Planet Fitness or go to planetfitness.com. It's Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Yo, let me just say, I love Planet Fitness.
Trying out Planet Fitness and dang, they got lots of equipment.
Not me getting a Planet Fitness membership just for the 24-hour perk.
Listen, the PF Black Card is worth every penny for this hydro massage. I'm a new man.
Did y'all know that the PF app has workouts you can do at home? Cheapest therapy I can find is Planet Fitness.
All the benefits, all for less. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Listen, has your partner committed to a charity softball game and last minute they just bail
Not
on
last
you?
minute. You just can't remember things.
It's time to get a divorce.
Don't break up,
You
guys.
just don't listen to me.
And I just
You
might
just
call
never listen to me.
KDK Law because I'm dealing with divorce, child custody, visitation, other family law issues with Spencer. I don't want to say because he got mad the first time. Morax. Kevin and KDK Law in Birmingham have your back. 10 plus years of experience and 24/7 availability. Scan the QR code above my head or call 248-971-0476. That's 248-971-0476. Tell them the Heavyweights sent you and they will pay your filing fee. It's KDK Law. They got your back. What?
Jack's got your back.
What are you looking at me like that?
What? I can't look at you now?
I was just joking about the divorce.
Yeah,
Relax.
fuck, man. You just never listen to me.
What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live, WorldSports.com. I'm easy, joined by Spinball Rax, Young Chris, Nicholas Koloff,
Never
Colorblind
forget.
Caleb.
There
What?
was a 2-week period where Spencer was just like every show he's like, easy, we should just get married for tax purposes.
Yeah, it's behind the scenes, Chris.
No, I wanted to be on his insurance. And
I
to,
just
and
got
to put B
insurance.
on my taxes.
I was on Medicaid till
I'm on
a month
Medicaid
ago.
right now.
ain't nothing wrong with it.
I got some
I mean,
benefits.
It's a blessing, honestly.
I have some
Yeah, it's
benefits.
pretty clutch. Shit's gonna be gone pretty soon, but
It's gonna be a sad day.
Oh, we're not getting into that.
Shaq's got your back.
I was about to say something. I don't even remember what it was.
Did you guys hear the news? Scooble's not making the first start out of the break for the Tigers.
Who is?
Jack
Maeda?
Flaherty.
Oh,
That's not.
Maybe a little showcase
that's not
situation
old
for your
news.
boy.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said Scooble not getting the first start out of the break.
Who's
Going to
scheduled? Who's
Flaherty.
scheduled to?
I mean, F a schedule. You throw your ace out there, right?
I mean,
I try to keep up the hot streak. I mean, Jack Flaherty's a baller, but it could also be a little showcase spot too.
are they called ballers in baseball?
He's a baseballer. I don't know.
that don't even sound
Do you call them ballers in baseball? But yeah, I mean, I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think that's like any indication.
Maybe it's because they already traded Scoop.
Behind the scenes.
I'll hurt myself.
Medical getting checked out
You'll
now.
what? You'll hurt,
Yeah, but
you'll hurt yourself.
yeah, I mean, I'll cry. I'll definitely cry. Look, I'm an emotional guy. I might look like this.
Do you think you
this
cried
big-
for real?
No, there's
I cried on camera a couple times.
there's a small amount of things. I think we and my friends always talk about it. Will you cry if the Lions win a Super Bowl?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
cried when they won a playoff
and-
game.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna cry. My friends are like, no way, no way I'll cry. I'm just gonna celebrate. I'm gonna bawl my eyes out.
I'm gonna cry a lot. I
almost
cried when they won a
cried.
playoff game.
Yeah, that's like the only maybe thing sports-wise that I think I'd cry at. I mean,
And then I dropped a freestyle.
That's so funny.
yeah.
Spinny was wasted.
I was hammered.
It's funny too because multiple occasions. I don't know if you meant to do it the second time.
No, I didn't.
It's just your pose.
It's just
Okay.
how I start off videos, I guess.
Like you're in a BT cipher.
Yeah.
Dun, dun,
Those are fire pictures.
dun, dun, dun.
That's a hard beat too. I know which one you're doing.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
I think it's the most famous. I feel like they've done it
It's the
multiple
one
times.
that sounds like that.
That's fair.
All right. I forgot completely what I was going to ask. So let's go around the diamond.
Around the diamond.
Around the
Nick had the first little crack at around the diamond. Scooble not getting the first start after the All-Star break, but I just want to get your grandiose thoughts. What are the Tigers going to look like in the second half of the ball game?
I think the hot streak that we had was fun. Honestly, it was great, but this streak is going to come to an end, I think, when the trade deadline comes around. I really believe so. I think we're going to trade all of our proven vets, and then we're going to see some young guys maybe be able to develop.
Whoa.
But I think second half prediction is this team ends with 77 wins on the season, 4 games under 500, and at least 10 games from the wild card spot.
Damn, bro.
You asked me a question. I'm being real.
What a Debbie
I'm going to
Downer.
spew some bull here? No. I'm not going to spew you some bullshit about how we're going to buy bats, because it's not going to happen. Chris Ilitch and Scott Harris specifically is not going to make that decision. Caleb?
Baseball's a game of momentum, and this was maybe the worst possible time to have an All-Star break when the team's hot. I like the prediction of 77 wins. What is that? 4 games under 500. I don't hate that, and I think Nick's right. A lot of these guys are Shella, who's been contributing to the win streak. Canna, not so much, but he'll be gone. I don't know. It's going to look like it. I think we're going to see a different ball club in the second half, personnel-wise.
Chris, your expert opinion?
Okay, so I've been thinking about this a lot, and they're going to suck the second half. That's just what's going to happen. That's my observation. I think I crunched all the numbers. I looked at the film. This is a team that's meant to fall apart in the second half of the season.
I think they're going to be the best team in baseball in the second half of the season. I think they're going to trade for Brent Rooker. They're going to trade for Pete Alonso. They're going to make the play. No, I'm just kidding. I
just need you to trust me.
I think they'll be around the same. I don't think they're going to have this crazy fall off. But yeah, they're not going to keep the pace that they had in the last 2 weeks of the first half. If you keep that pace, you are the best team in the MLB, and I don't think that's who they are. So I think they fall back to earth a little bit, but I think they play 500 baseball down the stretch.
What a novice take.
It's tough because I wanted to buy, obviously, but I don't care if they don't. Yeah, I think a lot of those 1-year guys they probably move off of, and the second half goes a lot like the first half. Not a lot of hitting, subpar 500. That's about it. Keep Scooble, by the way. I do and will predict that we have a Tiger trade court going on later today too.
So all 5 of us believe this team's going to finish under 500.
Yeah.
That's sad going into the second half here.
Put it in wax right now. One word answer. Is Tariq Scooble a Tiger at the end of the year?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, me, the expert? I thought you were saving the best for last. Yes.
No.
You said no?
I said no.
You just wanted to be spicy.
This is ridiculous. But I know we're gonna do the court later, but
we gotta save it.
I don't get it, man. I don't understand. I don't get it.
I don't get it, man.
This is ridiculous.
This is not like
I don't get it. Why does everyone keep calling me sus?
This is not what we want. This is what we think.
What we think.
Easy.
Yes, he will.
That's
4 yes.
That's 4 words, but okay.
1 word.
I said 1 word.
Oh, yeah, yes.
That's 2 words.
Yeah.
It's not.
All right.
We're gonna count "and" as a word. Nash and Paul must see TV. You said short and to the point, not 2 words. You said 2 words. All right, Nash and Paul. That's 3 words. I love that shit.
Rest in peace, best show.
They got 1 year left. All right. Nick has no faith in the Tigers, but do you have faith in Colt Keith? Will he keep up his hot hitting?
Hell yeah. Colt Keith is going to be that running mate for Riley Green. I have faith in Colt Keith. I mean, he had the hottest July maybe in all of baseball. This guy is going to officially establish himself as Riley Green, Batman Robin, whichever way you want to put it. These two are going to be certified pieces of the future that you can depend on. And we already got Colt Keith locked up, so you don't have to worry about anything when it comes to a contract. Colt Keith stays hot second half. I'm excited to see it too, because that guy's just oozing with confidence right now. Pause.
Oozing. Caleb?
Yeah, that's the one word Nick said, that it's confidence. Young hitter. He was just looking for confidence all year. He looks really comfortable at the plate. And yeah, I think he continues. I don't think he's going to slash whatever he is, like 385.
1,300 OPS.
Yeah, 1,300 OPS.
yeah.
I don't think it's going to be something of that nature, but yeah, he's definitely gonna help us win games. And I'm hoping he, continues to grow on defense as well.
Yeah, I agree. I think he is going to continue to rake. I think he is going to not a 1,300 OPS for the rest of the year, but I think he can go out there and he can be the guy. He can be the second best hitter or the best hitter in this lineup. I think he's shown that he can do it from multiple pitches. It's not just a fluke because he's not just hitting these pitches right down the middle. He is finding pitches. He is finding the ball. He is barreling up the ball, and he is showing what he showed in AAA to get this contract. So I can see Colt Keith continuing to cook. Next up.
Real quick, Spemo. Colt Keith, 703 OPS right now. Over, under 790 to end the season.
Ooh.
Over 790. So it continues like on a great tear. Obviously not as hot as July, but
yeah.
Caleb as well. 790. He's at a 703 right now.
I'm gonna say under. I think he's gonna end at around like a 747, 750. Spenny hates streak school, so he can't say anything to me. But yeah, I think it's gonna be around 740, 750, which is really good for a rookie.
Colt Keith's gonna fall apart. He thinks the team's gonna fall apart.
I think it's gonna be 780.
All right, next up, next question. Should Dingler and Young get the call up?
Yes, without a doubt. You need to know what you have in Dylan Dingler entering next season. You need to give him a chance to be that everyday catcher moving forward that can actually help this offense from that spot. So I say call him up immediately and see what he can do against big league pitching. He's not some young prospect anymore. You got to give him a shot at some point, and I think right now is the best time to do it after this team, is going to sell at the deadline. You got to call him up. I think Carson Kelly's gone as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Dingler getting the call up is very dependent on what happens with Carson Kelly at the deadline. Just back to the deadline really, really fast. Carson Kelly's an interesting guy when it comes to the deadline because they're playing good ball and he's contributing to that. But anyway, yeah, I think if Carson Kelly's gone, Dingler will get the call up. He'll most likely, split games with Jake Rogers if Jake Rogers sticks around. And Jace Jung, yeah, if he's fully recovered from his injury, he should 100% get the call up, and so he'll be ready to hit in the middle of this order next year.
Yeah, I think they both should get called up. They're both guys that are hitting over 800, OPS in AAA. These should be September guys. You get them up there, you give them a taste of major league pitching, put them in the lineup, throw them to the Wolves, and let them show you what they can do. Show you if they can handle major league stuff before they actually have to have important at bats next year for this team.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna be a cheap fuck, you gotta call those guys up, see what you got in them.
Finally, what do you do with Javi Baez?
You ask him politely to leave. Please.
You need to leave.
You need to ask him politely, confidently.
You need to leave.
No, but honestly, what do you do?
You're
fucked, bro.
Yeah, you're fucked. You got to play him.
3 more years of Baez.
I just want to admit, you take the L, buy him out.
Yes, that's exactly what you need to do, Easy. You have to.
What?
At the end of this season, if Javier Baez is in your lineup, honestly, I think you can just completely blow up the organization. This guy's the worst hitter in baseball, worst player in baseball. He's still playing. He sucks. Still can't hit anything. I think if you do not buy out Javi Baez's contract, nobody's going to take you serious. So, pizza, bitch. Let's go.
I genuine question here, because I'm the baseball expert, so I'm testing you guys, because I know the answer, obviously. But buy somebody out in baseball, why does it really matter if there's no salary cap?
It doesn't matter.
You just
it's just the principle of I want you gone.
Yeah,
I want
just
you
the owner
gone.
being cheap.
It's just the owner not. Yeah, the owner not.
He wants.
If you don't want him on your team anymore, you buy him out.
Okay, that was the right answer.
He wants to get his money's worth.
Yeah, and your money's worth is literally costing you games.
Yeah.
What do you think happens?
I don't think anything happens. I think you see Javi Baez with the Old English Dion for 3 more years. At least 2 more years.
Don't say that out loud.
I'm gonna.
Don't do it.
What do you want me to say, Nick? I don't think they're gonna buy him out. Maybe they buy out the last year of his deal, but you're gonna see Javi Baez at the 8-hole at the starting shortstop position for 2 more years.
You know, I honestly think they do it. I think they buy him out eventually, and it might be at the end of this year. I think, you know, they're starting to realize in that front office, they're like, people aren't really taking us seriously here, and I think that's the first step. Is, you know, Chris Ilitch has to cut his losses. You saw Tom Gores do it with Monty Williams. Let's continue that pattern here in Detroit.
Yeah, let's continue getting rid of our mistakes, our overpriced mistakes of shitty people.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, tell us about Feldman. Were you want to say something else?
I'm all set here.
All right, when we get back, we have the plaintiff, Nicholas Koloff, going up against the defense, Caleb, the colorblind.
Sus.
And of all people, Chris will be judge.
Judge, jury, and executioner, bitch.
You'll find out the topic when we get back, but first, tell us about Feldman Chevrolet.
Since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient, first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. With 18 locations, there's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. Visit FeldmanAuto.com to find the location nearest you. And catch Woodward Sports Network live from Feldman Chevrolet of Novi every other Monday. Feldman Chevrolet, Detroit's #1 Chevy dealer.
Braylon Edwards here, Premier Pet Supply. Man, just looking around. Who's got it better than pets? Come on, a baby stroller for Coda? A chef for Lola? Really? You don't have to tell me who the real boss here is. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody, especially here at Premier Pet Supply. For over 30 years and more than 13 locations, Premier Pet Supply has everything that your pet can dream of, and guess what? It's all under one roof. Premier Pet Supply, family owned, operated, and proud to call Metro Detroit home. Check out PremierPetSupply.com or scan the QR code today. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody!
Every single morning. When you wake up, make sure you're waking up to Woodward. It's the best morning show in the country, in the city. It's 8 to 10 a.m. live on Woodward Sports. When you wake up every single morning, make sure you wake up with Woodward. 8 to 10 a.m. live on Woodward Sports.
Wake up.
Dude, you're going to crack your phone.
All rise. Now presenting the Honorable, the Goofy,
the
Ugly, Judge Chris Palatti.
You may be seated. Thank you. Gentlemen, what do we have on the docket today?
Well,
Can I be the bailiff?
Judge Platty. Yeah, we be the bailiff for something.
Yeah.
Judge Platty, we have the plaintiff, Nicholas Koloff, stating the case that the Detroit Tigers should indeed trade starting pitcher, the ace, Tariq Skubal, Cy Young contender this year. Maybe the best pitcher in baseball, some say.
Some do say the best pitcher in baseball, and I just want to say this very clear here. Oh my God. Do I have to give a testimony? Jesus Lord.
This guy's falling
massive.
apart. Judge, you see, he's falling apart over here.
All right, fellas.
I will throw you in contempt. Let him talk.
Sorry.
Okay, so we're just going to play the role here today, I guess. Just kidding. We're fully buying into it. If you do not trade Tariq Skubal, this is going to be the biggest mistake that this organization's ever made. For 3 reasons. Jackson Holliday is going to be a future superstar in the major leagues, and he will play every day at shortstop for the Detroit Tigers for the next 10 years. He has a higher overall grade as a prospect than Gunnar Henderson, who is absolutely balling out right now on the Baltimore Orioles. Absolute superstar already. After winning Rookie of the Year, he's backing that up this year. So Jackson Holliday is close to a can't-miss prospect you've ever seen, with a 70 overall grade as a prospect compared to Gunnar Henderson's 65 overall grade. And a guy that I think Caleb is going to bring up is a guy maybe in Juan Soto that you want that kind of return. One of those guys that they got in that trade was an all-star this year, CJ Abrams, who had a 55 overall grade as a shortstop, just made his first all-star. And Jackson Holiday is a better prospect than both of those players. And you have an opportunity to get this guy because you have a superstar right now in Tariq Skubal, and the Orioles are desperate for pitching. Starts with Jackson Holiday. Anything to add, Caleb? Any defense?
I'm the judge here.
Okay.
I'm the judge here. Defense, would you like to speak?
Yes, please, Judge. Good evening, everyone. Judge Chris. Easy. I'm
The
not sure
Honorable.
your role in this. What are you? Are you the
I don't even know.
Okay.
Another bailiff.
Easy Spenmo, the plaintiff, Nick? Look.
That's your real name.
Look, a guy that Nick did bring up that he predicted that I would is Juan Soto, and he was correct because I'm bringing him up right now. Look, when they traded, when the Nationals traded.
This is not fair. It's like your dick is in his face. Let him talk without your wiener.
When the Nationals traded Juan Soto, it was after their window closed after they won the World Series.
It's not fair.
That is our bailiff. We will not. No laughing in my courtroom, sir.
Sorry. No, I apologize. They traded Juan Soto after their window was closed. That's after they won the World Series with guys like Juan Soto. They traded Max Scherzer after their window was closed. Trey Turner, they traded him. That's because they already used them and got the World Series. The Tigers need to create their own window, and that involves Tariq Skubal. You can't just restart everything and expect to be, have the World Series window just appear. It needs to start with a guy like Tariq Skubal, and he needs to be part of our future plans. And one trade I want to also bring up, as I sent in the group chat earlier, is Chris Sale, whose trade value honestly could have been a little bit higher than Skubal's. Chris Sale had 3 more years left under team control. Just like Skubal, he was getting paid more money, but Chris Sale was one of the better pitchers in the league. And in return, the White Sox got Yoan Moncada, who was good for 1 year and he stunk for the rest. Michael Kopech, who can't figure things out in the MLB. And 2 other players that I think I'm better than. I don't even know who they were. If you got to keep Skubal, he's your cornerstone. He's your guy. Ace, I love you, Skubal. I rest my case.
Okay. Would the plaintiff like to retort anything the defense said?
100%. And the reason why I'm saying this is even a possibility, which I've said in the past, is because you're looking at an all-time return. And if you can get this return is when it becomes a no-brainer that you absolutely have to do it. Will Baltimore give up these superstars? Will they give up these future superstars? I don't know if they will. But if they do, 3 top 15 prospects in all of baseball who are all going to be starting for the Detroit Tigers in 2025, that's when you do it. And the other 2 prospects, Samuel Basallo, you cannot get a catching prospect as high as this guy with this type of upside unless you're trading a guy like Tariq Skubal. And that's the only reason why we are having these conversations, is because they are willing to move off of 3 top players. And you're going to go to the 3rd right here in Colby Mayo. This every single day lineup increases so much with the star potential, star power. And one guy that is not gotten brought up yet, he's on the Detroit Tigers side, and he sits next to AJ Hinch. And that guy is Chris Fetter, who is a goddamn magician. He turns water into wine. You might as well call him Jesus Christ. Chris Fetter. He can make anything happen. You sign a free agent like Jack Flaherty, hasn't been good in 4 years, turns him into a potential all-star. That is why I have faith if you trade Skubal, you can recoup all of the hitting when it comes to supplementing this lineup immediately with all-stars type potential guys. And then you can sign free agent pitchers and not lose too much of a step in the rotation.
Would the defense like to make any final moments, closing arguments?
Yes, I don't care about the return. I'm tired of hearing prospects. We had one hit, and his name's Tariq Skubal. You keep him. we had prospects that were supposed to be good. Do you guys remember Spenny? Do you remember a name Spencer Torkelson? The number 1 prospect in baseball. I think he was number 2.
Oh.
He sucks. He's the worst player ever. I'm not taking a chance on these young kids, and I get it. Jackson Holliday looks like he's going to be a generational talent. I'm not taking the chance. Create your window. It starts with Tarek Skubal.
Are you ready? Because what
Did you didn't say objection?
Objection, Your Honor.
You may proceed.
Spencer Torkelson, where did he come out of? College. Arizona
His
State.
mom.
Think about our other bust. Where did he come out of? College. Auburn. Casey Mize. 2 top number 1 prospects that have not developed within the Detroit Tigers system the way we wanted them to. Jackson Holliday, Colby Mayo, high school players that they have developed to get to this level that you can certainly say are better prospects. Colby Mayo, probably not. He's on the same level as a Torkelson, but Jackson Holliday is maybe the best prospect ever when it comes to the MLB. Jackson Holliday, his dad, 6-time All-Star, Matt Holliday, World Series behind him as well. He has the lineage, and I believe that if you do not make this trade, we will go back and regret this in time. I truly believe that. Sammy Basallo was a Dominican signing when he was 18. So you think about all these players.
Whoa. I will not have any of that circus in my courtroom.
That's unbelievable.
No racism in the court.
Jury, strike that from the record, please.
Yes, sir. Strike one.
All right, everybody, all rise. All rise.
Stand up and get short here. I cut the music.
In this case,
music, Nick.
In this case, the Honorable, Goofy, Handsome, Judge Chris Platty rules in favor of the defendant. The defendant. I think that there is a fairy tale land that you are living in when you are dealing with prospects and you are looking at reality. And the reality is that you have a guy and you have the means within ownership to upgrade and build a contending team around that, around a solid foundational piece, the foundational piece you'd be looking for in any type of rebuild. So the judge rules in favor of the defendant, the plaintiff. Your case is dismissed.
Scared money don't make money. That's horrible. I hate this ruling. Get me out of here.
Bailiff,
I
remove
hate
him.
it here.
We're
Damn
moving,
it.
bailiff.
I hate it.
Get him out of here.
This is why I love America.
This is why I love America.
Look, the plaintiff, he made some great points, but this is a big fat W for the big fella. I came in. Look, I honestly didn't really know we were doing this today. I came in a little unprepared, but
it goes so far in.
Ew.
But
he's fingering himself.
This has been fun. And I'm happy to come home with the W. I don't know if there's some sort of trophy or accolade that I can maybe put in a Twitter bio or that I can hang on my shelf. But yeah, this is a big one for me.
Last word here, fellas. I am not doing this deal unless you get their top 3 prospects for Skubal. Like, that is what it takes in my eyes. You have to get their top 3 guys because it could lead to, honestly, a superstar lineup. Just up and down. You get excited watching it every single day. If you can figure out the pitching, this team is contending next year, in my eyes.
Go Tigers!
Go Tigers!
All right.
Wow.
All right.
That was great.
That was a great one.
That segment will evolve the more we disagree. We'll have to revisit it. Judgment changed from time to time.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
He's
fingering himself on camera.
When I first popped up behind Nick looking right at him, dude, I couldn't stop laughing.
All right, let's go to break. Tell us about Guardian Alarm.
Guardian Alarm offering customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call them anytime, day or night, and no Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology that's been proven to work and people who have been proven to care. So call them at 1-800.
Stay out.
That's 1-800.
Stay out.
And let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists. Enjoy a precision haircut, hot lather neck shave, scalp and neck massage, and a hot towel treatment to top it off. Enter for your chance to win the $50,000 Perfect Bracket Challenge. With more than 25 Metro Detroit locations, there's always a Lady Jane's near you. Lady Jane's Haircut for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports.
Let him in.
Let him in.
Smoke weird. You have to go in when your autographed helmet or ball. It's from your favorite team. You'll get it all. Just scan the QR code above my head. Is Dispo the best? Forget the rest. La 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 la. What up, though? Welcome back to Heavyweights Live with Sports.com. Easy, joined by Spencer Raxter, Young Chris, Nicholas Koloff, Caleb the Colorblind. Smash that like button, be your friend, tell a friend.
Yeah, how did it feel to lose in court to a colorblind dude, Nick?
Confirm not colorblind.
No, non-biased group at all. Non-biased at all.
It wasn't biased.
It was biased.
Chris doesn't know shit
about
about
what's going on.
I was just saying in the chat. They were all obviously saying don't do the trade.
Oh,
shit. It's actually closer than I thought. 42.
Wow, yeah, it did change.
You hear that?
You were losing by a landslide at first.
You hear him coming after you, chat? Just remember that.
Not the 42%.
He's a sore loser.
Oh my
and he
God.
stormed the Capitol.
Oh, all right. The best part of that was when you were taking Nick out. All right. Moving on to a little bit of football talk. Spinny, I know you were kind of motivated for this one.
Yeah.
PFL.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Oh, my.
Pro Football Focus is a fucking joke. You're going to have our very own Penei Sewell rated as the #1 tackle
all year. Literally all year. Their own grading, their own system, their own scaling. They had Penei Sewell rated as the #1 tackle, the #1 offensive lineman. Oh, look how good he is. Penei Sewell all year. And now they come out with their top 50 players, and he's 4th in the position behind guys like Lane Johnson and Tristan Wirfs. Get the fuck out of here, Pro Football. This is egregious. Like, I don't understand. They jumped the shark. They're just throwing darts at a board now. How can you rank him the best offensive lineman in football and then just be like, that doesn't really matter. He's 4th. What does that even mean? How do you do that? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Tristan Wirfs let up 5 times as many sacks as Penei Sewell in almost 100 less snaps played. And Penei Sewell is objectively a better run blocker. Like, what the fuck are we doing here, dude? I don't understand this shit. I really think Pro Football Focus jumped the shark. They were good at first with like analytics and numbers and shit like that, and now they're just pushing shit out there to try to get reactions. They got one. You happy? You want to break me down? You wanted to see me like this? Like, this is it's a joke.
Your Honor? No, I'm with you. I think it's crazy too because like we've had Trevor on multiple times now, and we had him on the most recently after his quarterback rankings, and a lot of his stuff was built off of like their grades that they provide.
Yes.
Do you know who made the list?
No, it was just their top 50 NFL players.
So they have like a name?
They've been releasing it on Twitter. I think it's just them.
Yeah.
It's those ones.
Well, the thing is, like,
not even
they
the good
try
ones.
to use their numbers to, like, I guess, validate them. And in this case, they completely go against them by choosing Tristan Wirfs over Penei Sewell. And maybe once upon a time, I could have listened to an argument where you could have said Tristan Wirfs was maybe a better pass blocker, but he had a year advantage ahead of Penei Sewell. I think Penei's caught up now. Penei is the best tackle in football.
He's the best offensive lineman in football. Period.
Yeah. I don't think you weaponize Tristan Wirfs in the passing game or run game the way Penei is in our run game alone. On top of him just having better numbers against pass rush to begin with. When you brought up sacks, you said with 100 less snaps,
Yeah.
he has double the sacks allowed.
5 times as many sacks.
That's insane.
Yes. It's 5-1, but it's still 5 times. It sounds better.
That's still 5 times.
When you say 5 times
factual.
as many. Penei Sewell let up 1 sack in over 1,100 snaps played last year. So if you're going to sit here and be like, oh, Tristan Wirfs is a better pass blocker. No, he's not. He's objectively not. Like, based on letting your quarterback get sacked, he is not better. I don't understand. Like, that's what pisses me off the most, is that this was the one thing that kept PFF rankings in my good graces, is that Penei Sewell was the #1 ranked offensive tackle in their whole system all fucking year. It wasn't like, oh, he was in and out. Oh, this week, he let up 2 pressures this week. Maybe we'll bump him down. No, he was #1 consistently all year. And I was like, okay, at least they got that right. At least they know what they're talking about with that. And now they're just like, nah, he's the 4th best tackle in football. Like, what?
Yeah, Tristan Wirfs, again, going off their grades, is literally the 5th best in the past year. Penei Sewell, year after year, 2 years consecutively, the best tackle in all of football.
Jeff Olson, you said the Bucs are a top 3 team in the NFC. Your opinion is invalid.
Ouch.
Sorry. Not really, though.
Pass blocking grade, Penei Sewell for 2023 has 79.2. Tristan Wirfs did grade a little bit higher at 86.1. Run blocking, Penei Sewell at 95.1. Tristan Wirfs, 73.8. I mean, again, that's where the argument lies if you want to have that conversation. But then, again, by the numbers, Penei's a better pass blocker, too.
Mm-hmm. Like, if you're worried about, who lets their quarterback get sacked less, like that might be an important stat when it comes to who's a better pass blocker. It would be Penei Sewell. But I don't know.
The one...
they're more worried about pass block win rate and hand position adjacent to their own cock. Like, these PFF stats are just mind-boggling to me.
The one thing I'll say, I guess, in defense of the sack numbers is Baker Mayfield is a little bit more mobile. Not a little bit. He's more mobile than Jared Goff. Those guys do get sacked more because they extend plays. But at that point, I'm not really considering that like a pass blocking rep when your quarterback's maneuvering behind you and you don't necessarily know where he's at. I guess, Jeff Olson, you are Tampa Bay Buccaneers content creator. We have a phone line. If you'd like to come in, to call in, have a conversation with Smitty, I think Penei Sewell, is the best tackle in football.
And so does PFF. As of last year, they had him ranked #1, but now they're just like, no. So, like you said, Tristan Wirfs last year was ranked 5th. So what happened there? I don't understand. They just they must have just switched the names.
Something.
They get us talking again, folks. This is all a way to piss off
Lions fans.
That's all it is.
And Penei Sewell is 2-0 versus Tristan Wirfs. So, care about that.
Playoff game and on the road.
Yeah. Suck it.
Yeah, Penei Sewell is undoubtedly, I think, the best tackle in football right there with Trent Williams right now. Until he retires, he's like right next to Trent.
I think he's better than Trent Williams.
And that's not an outrageous take at all. But Tristan Wirfs, he's a really, really good tackle. But Penei Sewell is better. And I think PFF's just, pulling our chain a little bit, pulling our tail. I think they're just trying to get us talking here.
It's it's from the guy who, the guy I typically disagree with most is this Zoltan guy. Zoltan, and then obviously Sam Monsoon.
I hate Zoltan.
Yeah, this is what he said. So Trent Williams, this is the blurb, is in a class of his own. The future Hall of Famer remains the gold standard at the position as he put together another elite season in 2023, despite struggling with an ankle injury. As Penei Sewell is a star. Sewell showed significant improvement during the 2023 season, as his 95.1 run block grade and 92.8 overall grade ranked first at the position. The other piece of it, too, is like you can talk on. It's Penei Sewell, bro. I'm sorry. And you could say there's a left tackle versus a right tackle, and left tackles see more elite pass rushers, but that's not the case these days.
No.
Like pass
you
rushers.
Moved around.
Exactly. If you're truly great as a defensive coordinator, you're going to scheme your best edge rusher against their weakest tackle, no matter where he is.
Yeah, and we've seen Penei Sewell put guys like Nick Bosa, Micah Parsons into bread boxes. Like those are pretty good pass rushers, right? If you polled 32 GMs in the NFL, 31 of the 32 would say they would take Penei Sewell over Tristan Wirfs. The only one who would say no is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers GM.
Here's the entire blurb. Number one actually was Trent Williams. Says the future Hall of Famer remains the gold standard. He just copied the same thing he said about Tristan Wirfs previously. The future Hall of Famer remains the gold standard of the position as he put together another elite season 2023. Oh, they messed this up.
Yeah, I think you read that.
Yeah. Oh, no, I messed it up. It was about Trent Williams, the first one. His 92.5 PFF grade ranked second among offensive tackles last year, and he was the only player at the position to earn a run blocking and pass blocking grade above 84.0. Number two was Tristan Wirfs. Tampa Bay Buccaneers says the Buccaneers' decision to move Wirfs from the right to left tackle before the 2023 season raised questions about whether his performance would decline. However, Wirfs recorded the second best pass blocking grade among all offensive tackles and finished with a top 5 overall grade for the first time in his career, 83.0.
I don't understand how he can have a better pass blocking grade than Penei Sewell when he let up 5 times as many sacks. How is that possible?
Penei Sewell says Sewell showed significant improvement during the 2023 season as his 95.1 run blocking grade and 92.8 overall grade ranked first in the position. So that one earlier. He said, however, because his pass blocking grade ranked outside the top 10, he finishes third in this ranking. That's what I've wanted to see improve to give him the title over the guy they have number one, Trent Williams. You and I have had those conversations in the past. However, just the way you can weaponize him in the run game is like no other. That's not happening anywhere else in the NFL. To a point where like you could sit there on my phone. Actually, I'll pull it up as evidence. One of my tabs that I have saved in my bookmarks is Pornhub.
That's fair.
No, but straight up.
What's
that bottom one say, Spinny?
Penei highlights.
Is there another tackle outside of Trent Williams in his prime? He's exiting that prime of his career. Is there any other tackle you could have fucking highlights of?
No.
That you could watch and be like, holy shit, this guy is a fucking man amongst boys.
You know what?
This guy is a fucking, I don't even know the word for it. I want to say every time, road grinder, road tiller. You grew up in the country. You help me out here. I don't know. But he just mows people out of the way effortlessly. One of the things that executed and then kind of gave him a lot of success against the San Francisco 49ers, and I know the Packers did it too, and obviously they ended up losing the game, but that pin and pull, you can only do that with like a tackle that's athletic enough to do it. Penei is that guy. I think he just excels at that point so much more stronger, and he's still a really good pass blocker too, that I can't really have anybody else above him outside of maybe Trent Williams. And that's just because I've known him as the best my entire life, so it's kind of hard to like turn the page from it. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever seen Penei Sewell overmatched?
No.
Like ever?
No.
Even since he was a rookie. Like the guy's just been dominant like since he came into the league. Like I believe he's one of the top 2 tackles in the league right now, and he's entering his 4th season. I mean, he was a first-team All-Pro. What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Shout Chase Hamley. Rotiller is correct. Thank you. Rotiller. Sorry, Nick.
Yeah, I mean, he's a first-team All-Pro, right?
Yep.
What are we doing here? How old was he when he got it? 22? 23?
23.
What are we doing? I'm by it.
Yeah, I don't want to be biased here. I know I say some biased things like about the Pistons, Tigers, all that, but I mean, Penei Sewell, he's, when you kind of look at it outside of guys like Mahomes, McCaffrey, Jefferson, Myles Garrett, TJ Watt, you put Penei Sewell right up there with those guys. He's one of the better players in football. Like Easy said, his versatility on the offensive line. Ben Johnson's able to pull him, which you don't see a lot in tackles, but he's athletic enough to get to the outside and lead block for the running back. Tristan Wirfs I don't understand, but PFF, they just want to get us to talk. I think that's what it is. But Tristan Wirfs I don't understand. Trent Williams, maybe, just because he's done it for so long. He's been the best in the game for a long time. But yeah, this was a ridiculous list. Right when I saw it, I was actually mind blown. I couldn't believe it.
Jeff Olson, the Tampa. And you know what we'll do? We'll reach out to Sammer. And I think that's a conversation we'll have with him. Just because he's a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan as well. Maybe he could help us. I mean, I don't know.
There's nothing anybody can say to me that would make me believe that that's true. Because there's no statistical fact or eye test number you can bring up that shows that Tristan Wirfs is better than Penei Sewell.
You think it's like pass rush win rate?
Yeah, that's made up.
Yeah, it's made up.
That is a made-up stat. Like pass rush win rate, pass block win rate. I don't care about that shit. Show me an actual stat or actual footage of him being better than Penei Sewell. You can't. You literally can't, because it's not true.
I'm looking for offensive tackles. I'll get that during the break. When we get back, we got some more NFL news. Actually, I'm excited to talk about this next segment, but first,
Lady Jane's. Awesome is when a guy can be a guy and get an amazing haircut. That's Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Stop in, sit back, relax, and let one of Lady Jane's talented stylists make you look and feel great. Walk in anytime, 7 days a week. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Thank you to the Detroit Lions and Sheila Ham for the best season in Lions history. Now it's time to let Brad Holmes cook. Woodward Sports.
Give your pet the best. Premier Pet Supplies, hands down, Michigan's best pet store. Same prices and all the conveniences of the online and big box retailers, with one major difference. They're family and locally owned and operated for over 30 years. 60 brands of food and nutrition experts to help you. Same day, local curbside home delivery. Premier Pet Supply, give your pet the best. www.premierpetsupply.com.
What up, welcome back to World Heavyweights Live on WoodSports.com. I'm easy, joined by Spencer Raxter,
Hello.
Chris the Canadian, Nick the Microwave, Caleb the Colorblind. These are all your Game of Thrones names.
Dude, that's a good Game of Thrones name.
Yeah, it is. Caleb the Colorblind. Smash that like button, be a friend, tell a friend, share the
First
stream.
of his name.
I looked up pass block win rate, according to ESPN. Penei Sewell's ahead of Tristan Wirfs.
Oh, weird.
Oh, weird. Interesting.
I don't even care about that, though. If you told me Penei Sewell is a better pass blocker, I'd be like, yeah. Tristan Wirfs let up 5 times as many sacks.
Oh, it's interesting.
Yeah, Penei Sewell, actually, I'm pretty sure may have had the most wins in pass rushing. No, Taylor Martin from Carolina had the most. But Penei Sewell ranked number 6. And then, wow, he's not even the top 20.
Tristan Wirfs?
No.
Because he's a bum.
Trent Williams, number 1, though.
I'd take Laramie Tunsil over Tristan Wirfs.
Rushing, obviously, that's Penei Sewell, too.
Jackson.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just, I get it. Covering the NFL in its entirety is harder than, just covering one team. And maybe you're just throwing, narratives out there from shit you heard before. Like I said, Tristan Wirfs has, the head start on Penei Sewell, but I would definitely take Penei Sewell over Tristan Wirfs. And there's no disrespect to Tristan Wirfs. He's really good. Penei's just that much better, in my opinion. I think you can weaponize him. You can utilize him a lot more ways. It's a lot more beneficial to your team to win games.
They got Sauce Gardner ranked as the number 1 corner. 16 in the rankings.
Yeah.
That's fair. I'm not too mad at that. I'm just looking at what came out. Joe Burrow's the 4th ranked quarterback, 17. Max Crosby at 18, 5th ranked defensive end. CeeDee Lamb as the 3rd ranked receiver, number 20 in the NFL.
Number 20.
Overall. 20th best player in the NFL.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Penei Sewell had 28, right?
Penei Sewell's at 28, yep.
It's top 25 player in the game. And that's, you guys know I'm the one that's been I wasn't on the train the same way.
He's a top 10 player in the NFL.
All right, I do want to ask this, though. We talk about Trent Williams and the 49ers. They're obviously the only team that beat us in the playoffs last year. Damn,
Yes,
that feels
they
good
did.
to say. And they're kind of our biggest competition in the NFC, in my opinion. Well, yeah, the biggest threat, no?
Yeah, by far. The 49ers?
Eagles probably up there, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
They're the reigning NFC champions.
Now, I know we talked about the Brandon Ayuk trade in terms of like we're not getting him.
Mm-hmm.
I know some shows may have entertained that. Maybe some creators have entertained that. We're not entertaining that. That's not going to happen.
No.
With like Spinay Sewell to my right here has told you we'd still have to pay him.
Yes.
He wants top receiver money.
He wants money. He's not going to go somewhere they can't pay him, and we can't pay him.
However, that's a great piece for the 49ers. He's their one guy that can win those one-on-one matchups. He is their deep threat. I know they drafted Ricky Pearsall, the great white hope. But if they lose a guy...
The big white reason.
The big white reason. Yeah, you gotta rewind to find out what Nick said about that one. But how would that affect the Detroit Lions if the 49ers do lose Brandon Ayuk? Is an NFC theirs to win at that point?
I wouldn't go that far. I don't think he makes that big of he obviously makes an impact, but I wouldn't say it's an
average.
Yeah, it's an average impact. I would say
he gets the job done.
He's a big part of their offense, but as long as they have George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey, and Deebo Samuel, that offense is gonna hum under Kyle Shanahan. Like it's not like they're just gonna fall apart without Brandon Ayuk. He's definitely a good player, and I like him a lot as a receiver, but with the mind they have in Kyle Shanahan, with the weapons they have still in place, in the best running back, arguably the best tight end, and whatever the fuck you classify Deebo Samuel as in their offense, it's still going to be a very, very formidable offense.
Nick?
How big, like, inches are we talking is big?
Well, if he said a lot, then it's probably 2, because 2 is a lot.
Yeah.
All right, serious note here. You think about a massive play that happened in the NFC Championship game. It was Brandon Ayuk deep ball. That's what he excels at. And Vildor took one off the face mask. Brandon Ayuk made a great play on it. But I think
Why do you got to bring up old shit, Nick?
Because this is what we're talking about. The NFC Championship type game, that's what we're going for. That's when we probably would see the 49ers. I think it does make a big difference if he gets traded for this team. It makes him a little less explosive. And with this defense taking the step that we think that they're going to take, I think it bodes extremely well for this defense. The Lions defense going against the San Fran offense. Yes, they're going to get theirs, but I think our offense would be able to score more points than them. But one thing I want to say, if he gets traded to an AFC contender, that's where it would scare me. Specifically,
what if he goes to the Ravens?
The Ravens, or God, I don't even want to say this out loud, but the Chiefs, and you got to play that in the Super Bowl. That's when I think it would be the most effective.
Well, the Chiefs can't pay him.
Would they be able to do the 1 year?
I don't know if the Ravens can
because he's so fed up.
He's not going to do it.
I don't know. I definitely have the Chiefs, but that's the thing too. The teams, I don't think it's any contending team that's looking to acquire him, to my knowledge. I don't know if the 49ers would do that either because they're in the discussion to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The team I heard most recently was the Patriots. I mean, I could take a deeper look. Maybe the Jets.
Didn't you say the Jags too? You mentioned.
I said the Jags.
You said the Jags. That'd be a good acquisition for them.
That's exactly what I was just thinking is the Jags. That'd be a perfect fit. You look an example, you give Josh Allen, you give Josh Allen to.
They see me rolling.
Hey, chill.
Hey, bro, come on, Chris.
Too far.
You give Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs. And then you give a guy like Trevor Lawrence, a number 1 receiver, and Brandon Ayuk. That's how you develop quarterbacks, especially a guy like Trevor Lawrence, who really hasn't had a number 1. If you want to say Calvin Ridley he had a lot of drops and everything last year. Right now, they're really counting on guys like Brian Thomas and Gabe Davis to help Trevor Lawrence in his growth. I think Jacksonville's a perfect spot for Brandon Ayuk.
I like it.
Yeah, too bad Trevor Lawrence is a bum.
It's out of the NFC, and again, that's our biggest threat, and I believe it identifies one of our biggest threats. I know Philly had a bad year last year, and people want to shit on them, ragging them. I get that's what it is nowadays in media. Just you stick with whatever meme last fit that team. But I think the Philadelphia Eagles would be good too. But yeah, if Ayuk is gone, I mean, I guess it's really up to what Pearsall is. I think he started the training camp on the PUP list, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm not really too concerned about him. He's still a rookie. Ayuk, I believe, had the most third down conversions last year as well in the NFL. He's just their deep ball guy. I think he averaged 18 yards per catch.
We lost Josh Reynolds, so
yeah,
he's extremely vital to the game.
An eye for an eye.
As easy would say, eye for an eye. Yeah,
that's terrible.
I think it just means the Detroit Lions will definitely be the favorite in the NFC, and it just puts some nitro on the Easy Expressway and spinny cobblestone path.
Spenny path. #Spenny path. Merch coming out pretty soon.
Merch.
But yeah, I'm not like saying that the 49ers aren't going to be good now since they lost Brandon Ayuk, because they still
They'll
have
still be good.
They still have all pro type players on every single level, both sides of the ball. So it's tough to say that they're going to be like devastated with the loss of Brandon Ayuk. I think they'll be able to supplement it pretty easily.
I don't think they'd be devastated, but I think they'd be a little less explosive, and that could be the difference in that NFC Championship game. So I think it could make that much of a difference. I don't think, obviously, I think they would still like get back to that NFC Championship game, but say that game's at Ford Field, crowd's pouring on you, and you need to get hit on a deep ball. He's not there to do it anymore.
That's fair.
So that's the way I see it when it comes to Ayuk.
Could they rework their offense and adapt more of a Lions type
Style.
offense where it's the underneath routes, the dink and dunks, because they've got the pieces like we do. They've got a great receiving back. They have a fantastic tight end. They have an amazing wide receiver that excels in run after catch.
They definitely can, but one thing they will not have anymore is that explosive, deep threat receiver where you need to put a safety over the top like we got in J-Mo.
Shout out Mike Hilton. But, yeah, it's true. It's what you expect J-Mo to be.
Hopefully, yeah.
Is to unlock that offense to be. So is that the piece that is the last domino to fall? Possibly.
What are your guys' projections for what's going to happen? Or predictions?
Oh, he's not playing for the 49ers next year.
Wasn't he live streaming, like checking out Washington's
Trying to go to
practice?
Washington, yeah. It's up to
Is-
Washington
how
what
is
they
that
wanna
not
offer.
illegal?
I thought I said the same thing. Like,
What the hell? You're watching someone else's practice?
and you know it's Jaden Daniels, because that was the guy on the FaceTime, like whatever clip they posted. Like, Washington's got to get their shit under wraps.
I mean, Washington's a poverty organization.
It's crazy. They got new ownership. It's supposed to be a new leadership, and like that shit's
Shout out
happening.
Magic.
And then
It's fucking crazy.
They put out that statement too with the Ben Johnson thing. They're like, yeah, we didn't want him anyway.
Yeah, we didn't want him anyways.
Thought I saw something crazy.
Yeah.
Did I see something crazy?
Yeah.
I did. All right, we're going to break. I think Detroit Lions favorites if that happens. I think he maybe plays. I think he's a franchise tag.
They could franchise tag him, but he
Was he not even a free agent, though?
He'd probably just sit out. Yeah. He requested a trade. I mean, he's gone.
We'll see. When we get back, though, as promised, a couple more rankings for you guys. But first, let me tell you about Randy Wise.
Randy Wise.
Grab your celebrities and grab your golf clubs and head on down to the Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour. All you got to do is scan the QR code above my head. Our most recent winner was a part of the Calvin Johnson Celebrity Golf Charity Event. Golf with Calvin Johnson, Randy Moss, Braylon Edwards, Ricky Williams. Guys, scan the QR code. It's that easy. If you like the golf and you're ditching your boys like Caleb.
Yeah. Caleb.
Scan the QR code.
You're not bringing pizza.
Randy Wise.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
Yo, let me just say, I love Planet Fitness.
Trying out Planet Fitness, and dang, they got lots of equipment.
Not me getting a Planet Fitness membership just for the 24-hour perk.
Listen, the PF Black Card is worth every penny for this hydro massage. I'm a new man.
Did y'all know that the PF app has workouts you can do at home? Cheapest therapy I can find is Planet Fitness.
All the benefits, all for less. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Soroki's Crispy Chicken and Pizza is taking over Michigan. Locations are popping up all over Metro Detroit. Make sure you tap in. They're known for the delicious chicken, New York-style pizza, and the best biscuits in the game. They just opened a location in Madison Heights, so make sure you tap in. Go to Sorokis.com to find one near you. Sorokis. Now that's crisp.
What up, there? Welcome back to World Heavyweights live on WorldSports.com. Boy, easy, joined by Spinmo Rex.
Hello.
Chris the Canadian, Nick the Microwave, Caleb the Colorblind. Smash that like button. Be a friend, tell a
What a
friend.
combo.
What is it?
Lethal trio.
Yes. As promised, yesterday we were going to get to our top 10 head coach rankings. We're doing
That's would be like the Three Stooges of Game of Thrones world.
That's Chris. He's Canadian.
Why do I gotta do it?
All right, you want to go first or second? Oh, Jack. Hell yeah. For the call.
Labrador.
Put him up.
Put him up. I'm the king of the jungle.
Who else had a top 5? Wait. Who else? Just us two?
I got a top 5
just you
now.
two.
You got top 5 or you have a top 10?
You have a top 10?
I got a top 5.
All right. Well, way to do
Go.
half the assignment, Nick.
Yeah, do Nick's after.
Half-cooked microwave dinner.
That's good.
All right, so who am I throwing up?
Don't mind up.
Stofers.
Stofers is solid, bro.
I know.
I like going second because I like saying, and now for the right one.
There you go.
I won fair and square.
Ooh.
Okay, why'd you have to use Matt LaFleur?
Yeah, it's not my list. Oh,
This
it
is
is?
your list. Yeah.
I thought you were putting up easy.
No, leave it. We got yours up now.
Fuck you, Chris. All right, at number 10, I got Kevin Stefanski. What this guy did last year, losing Nick Chubb, having 3 different quarterbacks he won games with throughout the season.
Wow.
Insanely impressive season for Kevin Stefanski. I got him at number 10. At number 9, I got Dougie Peterson. This guy is a former Super Bowl winning head coach. He won a playoff game with that bum Trevor Lawrence, so you got to give him credit there. He did a lot in a short amount of time to turn over that terrible situation that was the Jacksonville Jaguars under Urban Meyer. At number 8, I got Zach Taylor. I love what Zach Taylor does. He schemes a lot of different things to make up for the ineptitudes of his team. He has done a great job with the Bengals since taking over. He hasn't had consistent playoff success because of the injuries of his quarterback and different players on his team. But he's still fantastic head coach. At number 7, I got Mike Tomlin of Pittsburgh. Obviously, he has never gone under 500 in a season. Isn't that his thing? Like,
yeah,
just an insane stat for a head coach to have. He is a Super Bowl winning head coach. He did a lot with a little on offense last year. I think they're going to be a big jump in their production this year with quarterbacks that are much better than that turd Kenny Pickett. At number 6, I got Matt LaFleur. LaFleur showed really that it wasn't all Aaron Rodgers last year. He went out there with Jordan Love, won a playoff game, showed that he could do it, even if it was in Dallas. We all know whoever goes in Dallas in the playoffs, that's a gimme for your playoff win.
Huh.
So, but Matt LaFleur showed a great coaching acumen last year, kind of seeing through Jordan Love's rough start and ended up having him be one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL at the end of the season, the hottest quarterback in the second half of the season. So I got Matt LaFleur at number 6.
I'm surprised. Usually hating Trevor Lawrence. I did not expect to see.
I do hate on
Doug
Trevor
Peterson
Lawrence.
in
I don't
there.
hate on Doug Peterson.
Zach Taylor,
It's
too.
even more credit to Doug Peterson. He got a win with that bum Trevor Lawrence.
Couple names on here I don't see, but can we say it if we haven't seen the whole top 5 yet?
No, say it.
Say it. D'Amico Ryans.
D'Amico Ryan's not on my list yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
How about the offensive mastermind that I know LaFleur gets a lot of credit? How about the one down in South Beach?
Mike McDaniel, not on my list yet.
Wow.
Needs to win a playoff game. He hasn't won a playoff game. He hasn't won a division. He hasn't won a playoff game.
Those would
His
be
offense. He's a great
tough
offensive.
division.
He's a great offensive mind, but you got to be more than a great offensive mind to be a great head coach. I need to see success. I need to see you win a division or win a playoff game.
That would be my 10 and 9 right there. McDaniel and D'Amico.
By that standard, though, so you must have Campbell top 5.
I do.
By that standard, though, Doug McDermott should be on this list.
Maybe he is.
Doug McDermott.
Doesn't matter if you have one ass cheek and 3 toes. I will beat your ass.
All right. Yeah, I think Mikey McDaniel deserves a spot. And he is. On my 5 to 10 or 6 to 10 top 10 head coaches list. And number 5 or number 6, we have the same guy actually, and it is Matt LaFleur. I have Dan Campbell 7. It's not any disrespect to Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell's a great head coach. It is a great honor to be a top 10 anything in this world. If to be honest with you,
I don't give a fuck.
fuck you then, Nick. Go off then, King.
Got him in the top 5. You know me.
Yeah, I should have known you.
Yeah, I know. I was just fucking with you.
Yeah, I just He's still a man, but at this point, I have to be honest with
He's
you.
a man.
It's factual.
He is the man. The man. I'd say a man. He is the man.
You said a man.
At this point, Matt LaFleur has more NFC championship appearances than Dan Campbell. I know he's been coaching a little bit longer. However, the Dan Campbell's first time in the playoffs, yes, he made it. There was 2 years before then where we just weren't in the playoffs.
They both got the same amount of wins.
I also have to look at the fact that, and again, I love Dan Campbell. That is, I tell everybody that when I meet them, I just dealt with a customer today that works for Detroit Lions, and I told him, like, hey, I told him about the Calvin stuff. After I met Calvin, I'm not really nervous to meet anyone, but I do feel like I'd fangirl over Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
I said that here.
I would, dude. If there is one thing that I could do in my professional career, it would be to drink beers with Dan Campbell.
Absolutely.
That would be the one thing I would want to do.
Leave it up, Chris. God damn it.
Yeah, what the Chris?
I
You
gotta
just throw
ask you
another
a-
box up there.
I gotta ask you a question
Son of a
there.
bitch.
Does LeFleur get points?
Now what? Throw another box up?
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
You can, yeah.
Yes,
there's-
LaFleur got points for doing it with another quarterback, yeah.
Yes.
No, but with the Hall of Famer didn't make the playoffs
Hall
in
of
his last
Famer.
year.
Yeah, but it was
Does
just
he
like a
get points
final game. It wasn't like they had
deducted
like
for
an awful season.
It was
though,
like a
you know?
send-off.
Yeah, there's like some injuries.
Where
some
it was
weird
a
shit throughout
must
the
win
season.
and they lost
To
Yeah.
Dan Campbell
To Dan Campbell.
at home.
in his own house.
Yeah, LaFleur doing with another quarterback was very interesting. And beyond like another quarterback, he also did with very young pass catchers. At number 8, I have Kevin Stefanski. To do what he did last
It
season.
was insane. It was one of the best coaching single season coaching performances I've ever seen.
Yes, I agree. Anybody that says otherwise,
Yeah,
just
eat
straight up
shit,
fucking
Lucas.
hating.
Yeah,
And
eat
you guys
shit,
know.
Lucas.
Yeah, we're talking about my homie. Lucas.
Yeah.
he is a Kevin Stefanski hater because he's a Browns hater because he's a Lions fan in Ohio. But you can't deny what Kevin Stefanski did last year. He also won a playoff game with Baker Mayfield. I know the Bucs did it as well. He was the first. You want to see you love what Dan Campbell did for Detroit. Kevin Stefanski did the same thing for Cleveland.
Yeah, he did.
Cleveland had the second longest streak behind us before they broke theirs before us with Kevin
Baker.
Stefanski. Yes. Mike McDaniel. I think obviously, you can bring up the postseason record. Didn't Skylar Thomas start for them last year though?
I think so.
Like
No.
he was starting like
I'm
one of the
pretty
playoff
sure
games.
Tua started the playoff game.
Did he? I have to look at it. I know this most recent one he did play. I'm sorry that Tua played.
Yeah.
Well, Mike McDaniel's done to that team as well. The Dolphins were middle of the pack, if not a bad team. Tua Tagovailoa was kind of a laughing stock in the league. Mike McDaniel gets there. He's amongst the top 5 quarterbacks in like almost every statistical category. And I know that he's not that caliber quarterback. It's just the coaching that got him there. Now, yeah, you're right, Spinny. You do have to win a playoff game at some point to prove it. But I think he's just that he's that guy. He's going to continue to be that guy. Number 10, Sean McDermott. You're the one who kind of talked him down for me. I initially had him probably higher. I probably would have had him higher. But you're right. He's had a great quarterback. He's had multiple years. He did turn around that franchise, though. And Josh Allen was a little bit of a project. Brian Daboll had to with that one, too. But he's still winning games out there. And yeah, I would like to see more, though, with what he's been given with Josh Allen. The franchise as a whole, to be honest with you. This is my 6 to 10 quarterback rankings. Nick, response?
Yeah, I think I said the response to me, and it was just the LaFleur over Dan Campbell from what I've seen so far, and especially in that Hall of Fame, with having the Hall of Fame quarterback in Aaron Rodgers and losing at home to Dan Campbell. That holds a lot of weight. Obviously, last year they split. They both took one on Thanksgiving, one on, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was a Thursday night game. That Packer game was when we kicked their ass in Lambeau. That was awesome to see when we took over their field. But besides that, I don't really have too much issue. I think you had a good list.
It was Skylar Thompson, the starting quarterback, 2 years ago for the Miami Dolphins. So I don't want to abuse him too much.
Last thing on your list, though, you got Dan Campbell kind of low for being a top 4, being one of the last 4 teams left. Is this because you give Ben Johnson so much credit as an offensive mastermind compared to Dan Campbell as the motivator, where maybe as a motorboater? Yeah.
He's definitely
do you take maybe some credit away from Dan Campbell because you know that Ben Johnson is the one calling the plays?
I don't want to say I take away credit. I hate saying it that way, but yeah, I mean, 2021, a lot of the same pieces, for being honest with you. Obviously, some of those pieces matured as we've come along, but it wasn't until Ben Johnson sat in that whiteboard room with Jared Goff for 3 straight days, eating Chick-fil-A and watching tape and picking what works and what doesn't, this offense became what it is. And that's just the truth of the matter. I know Dan Campbell brings a philosophy every single week, and it's up to Ben Johnson to chef it up at that point. But he did the same thing with, I think you're the one that brought this up in that group chat the other day, with Anthony Lynn.
Mm-hmm.
How come that same execution wasn't happening with Anthony Lynn? So I can't really give Dan Campbell all the credit for the offense or the success of this team. He's a huge, huge part of it. It's all, it's all in everything. And that doesn't make you a bad coach or lesser than coach. Jim Harbaugh's the same way. He's never really the mastermind behind the scenes. He is the master manipulator. He is the master motivator. He gets the Mike McDaniels. He gets the whoever the defensive coordinator was for them last year from Michigan. Like that's his job. He's an executive type coach. That's what Dan Campbell is too. And he's been blessed with Ben Johnson. They do it together. But yeah, that is a little bit of the reason. Yeah, Nick. And again, with LaFleur being over him, he just has a bigger resume at this point.
Does he get credit for having this team buy in when it comes to the locker room? Because
Definitely.
Yeah, that's all him. That's all him.
That's one thing that I think is, kind of slept on. And when he does go for it on all those fourth downs, you know what it does? It makes his players
Motivates the guy.
It motivates everyone. They have belief in him. I think that goes a long way too, where some people take that away from Dan Campbell. Maybe he makes, not the right call, a heart call on fourth or on, the 2-point conversion in Dallas. That was not the smart call. No doubt about it. But the amount of times he gets it right and this team scores after going for it on fourth and converting, I think that's big.
It's true. He's got faith in his guys, and they feel that. So we're gonna take a break here, though. We'll get back with our top fives coming up pretty soon. But Easy, tell us about Swiss.
Swiss Insurance is the best in the game,
I'm
yeah.
the Swedish plumber. I've come to fix your pipes.
You know the best in the game. It's my guy Mark over at Swiss Insurance. I'm being dead ass when I say that. Give him a call. That's 313-530-1698. That's 313-530-1698. Mark at SwissINS.com is the email. When we get back, take some comments, finish out the rest of this list. Swiss Insurance.
Congratulations to the real coach of the year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists. Enjoy a precision haircut, hot lather neck shave, scalp and neck massage, and a hot towel treatment to top it off. Enter for your chance to win the $50,000 Perfect Bracket Challenge. With more than 25 Metro Detroit locations, there's always a Lady Jane's near you. Lady Jane's Haircut for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Join the best youth football in Metro
Gently, huh?
Detroit, the
Gently,
Boys
bruh.
and Girls Club of Southeastern Michigan's 3C Sports League. Offers youth ages 5 to 14 with 6 exciting places to play for: Detroit, Belleville, Highland Park, and East Point. All coaches are trained, certified, and undergo background checks. You can register for football or cheer at bgcsm.org. Equipment, meals, and transportation all included for the chance to play at Ford Field for the championship, just $175 per child. Put the youth back in youth sports with BGCSM 3C Sports.
Chris, you do me a favor. There's a picture I sent in Slack. Can
Okay.
you give that up? I just want to get this out of the way before we get to the top 5.
Oh my god.
What?
I just seen this yesterday. In the
Wow.
chat.
Yeah, and guess what? The people who didn't want to admit the truth themselves had nothing to say after I posted it.
What?
You'll see once it's up there. It just, I mentioned it before we went to break. I want to educate people because I hear this too often. And it's just not a true statement. What do you see in this photo?
Chick-fil-A.
Fat ass. No, I'm just kidding.
Ben Johnson in the corner.
Who's that? Yes.
Expo markers.
You know what this is from?
When Jared Goff first got here.
See how messy his hair is? It's not not when Jared Goff. This is the 3-day bender Jared Goff and Ben Johnson went on to design this playbook.
Yeah.
If you want to give somebody credit for the playbook, again, I love Dan Campbell. I told you that'd be the one guy to fangirl over. It's Dan Campbell. But you want to give somebody else other than Ben Johnson credit for this playbook? They'll beat Jared Goff.
Holy shit.
That's the truth.
Oh,
I only give you guys the truth.
Look out.
We got him.
We got him.
We got him.
Hey, we got him.
Bring him in.
Bring him in.
Like, I only give you guys the truth. That's the truth of the matter. 3 days. Like, and I love Dan Campbell, but to say it's his playbook. When this is a notorious story in Lions lore.
Notorious story of Flory Jory.
Yeah, that was tough.
With an orgy.
That's why Eminem's a
Eminem
goat.
bar.
Yeah.
Notorious story that the Lord say on their orgies.
This is a notorious story in Lions lore.
And there's Rory and the Corey with Corey and Jason Voorhees.
But to sit here and say that it's Dan Campbell's playbook that Ben's calling these out of, it's
Who said that?
disrespectful to the work that they put in.
Who said that?
Eminem.
Allegedly. I'm not going to say who this person said. I'm going to say who Alan W. said that. That's who said it. Because I don't think my guy.
Yeah, no, they sat down. They sat down together for a while with Chick-fil-A, obviously, and maybe Huff and Expo markers. We don't know. And they said that they manipulated and crafted this offense into what Jared Goff does right. And that's why I talk about how Sean McVay tried to take Jared Goff, a square peg, and put him in a round hole, the Rams offense, while Ben Johnson took Jared Goff, a square peg, and cut out a square hole for him to fit in.
Yeah.
Does that mark any
point.
points down on Mr. McVay?
No.
He still took Jared Goff to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it takes more.
Comment later.
I guess we have to look at the history of like great coordinators turned coaches that didn't work out, because I don't want to call Patricia a great coordinator, but he was a respected guy. He was highly sought after. Wasn't a great head coach. Like I don't get why McVay gets knocked for being great.
McVay should never get knocked. It's just Nick hates him for some reason.
Oh. All right.
Okay, well, if you guys want to talk about
Notorious
McVay
story
real
and
quick.
Corey's
Yeah, all
with
right.
Rory and Jason Voorhees.
Trying to
Corey
find
Woods
Dory.
said that he's finding Dory with the Flory.
All right, McVay lost to Dan
mean
Campbell last
flurry.
season. Does that mean anything to anybody?
Not the oops.
On the head-to-head last season in the playoffs, Dan Campbell's first playoff game, McVay obviously had tons of experience. Dan Campbell got the better of him.
Yeah.
I think Dan Campbell had a better team. I think we all expected Dan Campbell, Detroit Lions, to take that W.
If I'm not mistaken, on ESPN, a lot of the pundits were picking the Rams.
So you believe in what the ESPN pundits say?
No, but that's
So their
your
word is
friends?
gospel to you?
They just
that's not what I said. You said he was expected to win.
He said we expected it.
Yeah, we did because we had belief in Dan effing Campbell to get the dub.
It's not just Dan Campbell, though.
Detroit Lions came in,
Also,
whooped ass,
At
took
home.
names.
all right, yeah, at home. Okay, and then one other question I just want to say about this game: the 4th and 14 after the the big stop on 3rd and 14. Would you guys have punted the ball back to the Lions, or would you guys have gone for it and
I would've
trusted
went
in your
for it.
quarterback? I would have went for it as well.
What play are we talking
McVay
about?
didn't have faith in his team, and he punted the ball to the Lions.
Or did he have more faith in his defense?
I mean, if you have, I don't know why he would, but yeah, I don't know why he would have more faith, but that's what the difference to me. Dan Campbell would have gone for it on that 4th down. You live and die with your team. I think offensively, I mean, if he's such this mastermind, why is he second guessing himself and punting?
I don't know if he second guessed himself. I think he decided to punt and just didn't work out in his favor.
Bad luck.
Going for it on 4th and 14. Like, let's 4th and 14.
Yeah,
It was
that's
4th
a big
and
distance.
14?
Yes.
I think so.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not going for it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
that's-
going for it.
That's what we're.
Of course
Yeah, that's
you
some
are.
Madden ass shit. Like, you wouldn't do that in a playoff game.
No.
4th and 14.
Notorious Voorhees.
Plus, you got a guy named Aaron Donald who's like sealed out like Super Bowl 4. Like, no, I think that's probably what I would have done.
4th and 14. Oops, I meant
McVay-
Corey.
I was in that building. I was fucking thrilled that they punted that football.
By the way,
I was
for sure.
thrilled
For
that
sure.
they did not go for it.
And you remember the atmosphere in that building too.
Yeah.
You would go for it on 4th and 14 in that atmosphere where you
Yes.
can fucking feel.
Dude, no, you
would
wouldn't,
not.
man.
100%. If I was personally thrilled that this dude was punting the ball and not giving the ball to Matthew Stafford on a 4th and 14,
Dude, you would not go for it on 4th and 14.
dude, the vibe of that game, if they got a first down, they would have taken the
The
lead.
vibe of that game though was Detroit.
Hold on,
Not in that second half?
No, Nick is
That's the
cooking
entire
though,
game
because
it
remember
was.
what Dan Campbell said all season? The vibes. He said the vibes. I think,
And the vibe was Detroit from the beginning to the end.
All right, what's your
How
top
many
five,
points
Nick?
did we score in the second half? 3?
I don't even know, to be honest
Yeah.
with you.
I think it was 3. I think it was
I can pull it
21-24.
Nick, what's your top 5?
Or I think we had 21 going into half.
Yeah. Who do you like in math class?
I got 5 McVay, 4 Campbell, 3 Shanahan, 2 Harbaugh, 1 Reed. Sticking to my gut from the other night.
Who's
the other
3?
day?
Yeah, okay. Slow down again. One more time.
McVay, Campbell, Shanahan, Harbaugh, Reed. Doubling down.
You cannot have
2
Dan
shots.
Campbell
Let's
over
go.
Sean
No, we know
McVay,
what it
bro.
is.
All right, well, that's what I got. I mean, I already said this yesterday or 2 days ago, and I'm bouncing it back. And I just gave you the reasons why. And I think it's
What about
being
the
a
Super
leader in the
Bowl
locker room.
reason? About winning a Super Bowl?
I talked about it last time. He had a stacked Hall of Fame set defense. Aaron Donald, Von Miller, Jalen Ramsey.
Keep going.
That's all I got right now. What do you mean? That's stacked.
No,
That's 3 Hall of
studs.
Famers.
They're studs.
Yeah.
McVay's a stud too.
McVay's
Yes,
a
he
stud.
is, and that's why he's a top 5 quarterback or top 5 coach in the NFL. And I believe Dan Campbell is within that top 5.
I do too, but he's not above Sean McVay.
So the Ben Johnson stuff that we just said.
Yes. He's an offensive mastermind. I think Dan Campbell is the best motivator in football. And I believe that is the reason why that this whole entire organization is bought in. It's because he is the head leader of that. Ben Johnson follows him. The way Brad Holmes drafts, he gets guys in the building that love playing football, and all they do is eat, sleep, breathe football. That's what he does because they know they will follow a guy like Dan Campbell to get the mission accomplished. And that means a lot because they bought into this whole entire process. The One Pride, the Lions, all grit, everything you see is because of Dan Campbell. He has turned this whole entire organization around where we are a top 5 Super Bowl threat, and we were a top 4 team last year. Dan Campbell,
and why
top 4
So
coach.
just real quick, Smith, let me take this one if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Do you know what the Rams record was before Sean McVay?
No, I don't give a shit about the Rams before Sean McVay or after. I give a shit about
okay.
the Rams. What, with Jeff Fisher?
Well,
Is that what we're going back to? Jeff Fisher? You want to talk about
We had
Jared
Matt
Goff in the
Patricia.
rookie year when he went like
We had Matt
2-13?
They went 4-12.
Dude, you
4-12.
gotta
They went
cut the bias down a
4-12.
little
The year before that, they were 7-9.
He's a top 5 quarterback. Dude, I'm not doing this again. You asked me. I told you. All right.
Listen, just listen to me. Just listen to me. Don't let them get you going. The
You
Rams.
are running this again.
What?
Let's go. All right. So the Rams before and after Sean McVay.
Before Sean McVay, they hadn't had a winning season since 2006. The year before Sean McVay, they went 4-12.
Where did Jeff Fisher coach
Sean
after?
McVay took over that team. Fought the very next year, 11-5. The following year, 13-3. The year after that, 9-7. Trade Jared Goff, 10-6, 12-5. Actually, I was ahead.
10-6 with Goff.
Yeah,
12-5 after.
Yeah, 10-6 with Goff, 12-5 with Matthew, and then Matthew got hurt. Donald got hurt. 5-12, his first losing season of his career. So in the same sense, you're giving Campbell credit for turning a team around. You can say the same about McVay, and McVay also turned around all the way to a championship pedigree.
Phenomenal offensive mind. Don't get me wrong. I'm
Beyond
not taking that away from him.
The team was
think,
4-12 beforehand, and never had a winning season since 2006.
How many years has he coached?
Sean McVay, he's coached 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Dan Campbell's going into his 4th season. I think everybody in this room expects to be in the Super Bowl, maybe win it. Anybody want to disagree with that?
It's fair.
And the following seasons after, do you guys think that this Detroit Lions team is going to regress?
No.
This is the captain driving the ship. It's Dan effing Campbell.
But
I don't
Sean
see this
McVay-
team regressing.
But Sean McVay was the same thing, and they won a Super Bowl, Nick.
And that's what's coming in my mind right now.
But he already did it, so to have somebody over him that hasn't,
I believe we have
for
that
the same
stacked
reason
team.
that he literally did the same exact thing.
I believe we have that stacked team right now. We're getting to that level of what the Rams had. So let's see right now. I think Dan Campbell's going to win it. In my eyes, he is going to win it right now.
That's fine.
And then he's going to continue to win
And I'm with you.
win and win. And that's why I have him as a better head coach right now. Because going into this season,
But he hasn't
did
done
the
any of
same
that right
thing.
now.
Yeah, McVay literally did what you're talking about.
going into this season, would you guys rather have Sean McVay as your head coach or
we're
Dan
not doing
Campbell?
because I ain't going to send an angry mob at my house.
Oh, well, what would you rather have? Right now, this season, going into this year, stacked offense, stacked defense, would you rather have Sean McVay leading this charge or Dan Campbell? That's a question.
Sean McVay.
Easy told me to stay out of it.
I would rather have Dan Campbell.
Let's go.
I'm with you here, Nick. I mean, obviously they're better at different things. Like Sean McVay's better X's and O's, but if I had to pick a coach to lead my pack out, it'd be Dan Campbell.
Exactly.
Great motivator. Knows how to work a locker room. And if you're looking, I get what they're saying, Nick. Like,
I do.
If you're looking into the future, you could have Dan Campbell ahead of him, but like right now, I don't think that's necessarily fair. You know what I mean? Just because Sean
get
McVay
the
did
argument.
it.
Yeah, I 100% get the argument. I don't think you guys are crazy at all. I mean, I just believe I would rather have Dan Campbell leading my pack this season.
That's fair. I'm not even like that conversation is a separate one to have. I'm just saying like for the statements you gave to put Dan Campbell over a guy like McVay. McVay literally did all those things, and I don't know why. I get he's great at X and O's. I don't know where it's forgotten that he's also a great like motivator and leader in himself. Have you guys ever listened to this guy talk? Voice a little bit different. He's obviously not fucking thick neck redneck in there screaming.
He's got a photogenic memory. Yes, I know. He's a mastermind.
That, he's beyond being the mastermind though. He's also a great motivator as well.
Not to the extent of Dan Campbell.
No one's like Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell's unmatched in that category.
Like I'd say X's and O's, Sean McVay, Dan Campbell. It's this, and for motivating, it's Dan Campbell, Sean McVay.
Yeah, but I guess I wouldn't even say like that much of a difference. So I'd cut that one in half because again, you're talking about a Rams organization that was down in the dumps. So every credit that Nick gave Dan Campbell for turning around the Lions organization, Sean McVay did all the way to a Super Bowl championship.
Yeah, but the Rams also had a locker room full of veterans. Dan Campbell's leading a locker room full of guys still on their rookie deals that he has.
When Sean McVay grabbed that team, they didn't have Todd Gurley, they didn't have Jared Goff, they didn't have Jalen Ramsey, they didn't. Aaron Donald was a rookie. Like it was a young team as well.
Yeah, but when they finally won it, that's when they had all those veterans. That's when they got the Jalen Ramsey.
We
and all
haven't
those
won
guys.
it. We haven't won it yet, though. That's like if you're projecting that Dan Campbell's going to win 4 Super Bowls, like yeah, he's going to be higher on the list. But as of right now, one guy's done it and one guy hasn't.
I'm just trying to make sense of it. That's all.
And that's the fact.
You guys are fans of Dan Campbell. I'm a fan of Dan Campbell too.
I think McVay's a great coach, but in my eyes, going into this season, I would rather have Dan Campbell lead me.
Okay.
I would rather have Dan Campbell lead this team than Sean McVay. All right, so he started coaching. Yeah, he went 11-5, 13-3, third season, 9-7, 13.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's come back. We have the top 5 list. We'll finish it off. Someone's ready to fucking drain this store.
Dude almost went through the wall right there. God damn, brother.
Mark White gonna do you right. Mark White gonna change your life.
Mark White.
Mark White. Up to $5,000 on your closing costs when you visit Mark White at markwhitesells.com or call him directly at 248-290-8242. That's 248-290-8242. It's markwhitesells.com. Check them out.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
So just to get the heated steering wheel, I also had the spring for the bigger rims.
Yeah, that's how they get you. Those upgrades will cost you an arm and a leg every time.
Hey, new car crew, how'd it go this weekend? I got a great deal on mine.
How?
I went to Randy Wise, not those other guys. They got me in a great new ride, and they didn't break my budget. Hey, could you pass me the sugar?
How? Never mind. He made the wise choice.
Yep.
Make the wise choice at randywisechevy.com.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports.
What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? You expand and offer more products to more people. That's exactly what Les Stanford did by adding Les Stanford Buick GMC. The same great service the customers have come to know and trust on Woodward Avenue, just south of 9 Mile. Check out Les Stanford in Dearborn today and find the brand you want at lesstanford.com. Les Stanford, together.
Find new roads.
Let's ride.
Oh.
All right. So, sorry, Dan Campbell. Sorry, Lions fans. I said the delay so Caleb can make the graphics he forgot to make earlier.
Mark White.
Did you get him in?
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know we were doing the 5 to 1 today.
That's all right, man.
White.
Well, it's just
Don't
me,
care
fellas.
about us.
That's
It's
on me.
very clear.
It's going to be pretty
Hey,
hard to
doesn't
do
bring his
Spinny's
Caleb
top
to-
5 when
I
Spinny's not
respect
here
the
tomorrow.
accountability. I respect it.
Yep, that's my middle name.
That's something true. Caleb, accountability, Cecil.
Caleb, what's your email?
Yeah.
never mind.
Hey, what's
Big
your
Sess
social?
at Hotmail.
Big Sess at Hotmail.
ETN.
All right. Go ahead.
ETN wants to know what is Shanahan
give it a
done?
rest, Nick.
What has Shanahan done that McVay hasn't?
Won a Super Bowl.
McVay
Oh.
has gone to 2 Super Bowls with Goff and Stafford, but McVay's gone to 2 with Purdy and
yeah.
I think the quarterback difference is why I have him ahead of him.
I mean, taking Jimmy G to Super Bowl alone is like.
I mean, and the last pick in the draft, Brock Purdy.
We all saw what Jimmy G was with a coordinator that's won Super Bowls, multiple Super Bowls, Josh McDaniels. We saw what he was. Throw it up. With a great wide receiver, too. Shanahan took that guy to the fucking Super Bowl.
You go first since you lost.
Put him up. I won.
But you lost.
All right. Number one. Andy Reid. Listen, it looks like I'm Andy Reid right now. That was so trippy. To be honest with you, if I'm being dead ass with you, I probably would put Kyle Shanahan. I can't do that. Andy Reid's number one. Kyle Shanahan's number two. I think I was kind of getting to the point beforehand, but like you got a guy like Jimmy G who you saw in the Oakland situation with a good wide receiving core. You can't tell me that wasn't a good wide receiver. Devontae Adams, who's the other guy who kept just fucking me up in fantasy every time I saw him too. He's just a touchdown machine. Fuck you, Jacoby Myers, for ruining my fantasy season. Either way, yeah, Shanahan's the fucking man. What are we doing? 2 different quarterbacks, Super Bowl runs with them each. He could have been 2 straight Super Bowls had Brock Purdy not gotten hurt in the AFC Conference Championship game the year prior. Sean McVay's number 3. I get that Sean McVay has a Super Bowl ring over Kyle Shanahan, but Sean McVay is birthed from Kyle Shanahan's system, along with his father. They're all offensive coordinators or offensive assistants with him. I think back in Washington it was. Which, funny enough, Washington sucks, and they had like literally 3 offensive geniuses, on that staff. But if you look at their head-to-head records in the regular season, Kyle Shanahan owns Sean McVay. And it's not like Sean McVay, we just went over his resume. Wins. Tons of games. John Harbaugh, number 4, has Super Bowl. We can take the hat off to him. I was giving him LaFleur credit. He did with 2 different quarterbacks. Obviously, I've been in a Super Bowl with Lamar Jackson, but you've had just as much regular season success, if not more. And then number 5, Mike Tomlin. Fish would say. How can you not?
How can you not?
17 straight consecutive winning seasons. I know last year he kind of got lucky facing the Ravens backup squad in the final game of the season. He made the playoffs because of that, but Mike Tomlin, maybe a similar situation, give him a quarterback that's worth a shit. Like when he, before Big Ben fell off a cliff, and maybe he gets you back into that Super Bowl. Just saying.
It's fair. I don't hate it. All right, next up, the real top 5 of the NFL.
Oh, my God.
And number 5, we got Dan Campbell. It's MCDC. I think he is a top 5 head coach in the NFL. I know Nick's mad. He's a little low.
Oh my God, this list is goddamn awful.
At number 4, we got John Harbaugh. He's, like I said, Super Bowl winning coach. I need to see him have a little bit more success with Lamar Jackson before I bump him up past my number 3, who is Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan consistently gets to the Super Bowl with subpar quarterbacks, but he can't cash one in, and that's maybe not on him as much, but that is a big bugaboo for me. At number 2, you got Sean McVay. He's a guy who's won a Super Bowl. He's a guy who brought that team from a 4-win team to a perennial playoff contender. This is a guy who made all of those personalities, all of those guys who thought they were the best, thought they were the greatest, buy into what he was preaching and have them come together to win a Super Bowl. And then at number 1, Andy Reid. You can't fight that right now.
That is correct. Sorry, I was reading a comment.
Damn, Easy. So you just admitted that Spencer's list is better than yours.
No, his last statement was about Andy Reid. That is correct. Caleb?
I like both lists. I like the Mike Tomlin respect in the top 5. He can he pick it? Really? You bring him to the playoffs? That's pretty nuts. Winning he's 500 every single year. I think you brought up how you think Shanahan could kind of be in that one. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think Andy Reid's kind of in a league of his own. I mean, he's I don't know how many Super Bowls does he have now? 4, 3. I like both lists. Nothing to really argue with here.
Who wins?
Nick.
I already know who's to say wins because
Dan Campbell. I'm gonna give it to Spencer.
Racist.
I've come to learn.
Caleb's my guy. I think he's giving me the win in all these lists.
Dude, I don't think Caleb's picked against you yet.
Yeah. Except for the George Pickens one.
Running back. Yeah, that was egregious.
That was wild.
That was crazy.
Just wait. Just wait when he goes for 1,400 yards.
Nick, sorry for picking on you.
Dude, I'm not worried at all. It's a
You're
fucking
idiot,
list. It's a list in July, and going into this season, I would rather have Dan Campbell as my coach rather than Sean McVay. And if you have a problem with it, you have a problem with it. But that's what I believe, and that's how I feel. So that's why the way I made my list.
And that's just how I feel.
I don't give
Nah.
a fuck about the past.
No.
No.
And
I cannot wait for the goddamn matchup week 1 when Dan Campbell makes McVay look like a little goddamn pussy.
Let's go.
Whoa.
You put money on it?
Yeah.
What's the line?
My Lions are winning.
You shitting me?
I think it's 3.
Put a ticket on it.
I'm gonna put a ticket on it. I actually have an overdue ticket, so that'll be coming out soon.
But is that not a game the Lions should win?
Yes, that is a game the Lions.
Oh my!
I thought the line was gonna be. Honestly, I thought it was gonna be around 6.5.
Sure.
And I'm happy it's 3. I'll take that. Give me points.
Chris, tell us about merch.
What is it? The merch. Head on over to woodwardsports.com. Click that shop tab today and get yourself some brand new merch. They got hoodies, tees, hats, all that guaranteed to turn heads. Head on over to woodwardsports.com. Click that shop tab today and get yourself some brand new merch.
Merch.
Congratulations to the real coach of the year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists. Enjoy a precision haircut, hot lather neck shave, scalp and neck massage, and a hot towel treatment to top it off. Enter for your chance to win the $50,000 Perfect Bracket Challenge. With more than 25 Metro Detroit locations, there's always a Lady Jane's near you. Lady Jane's Haircut for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Yo, let me just say, I love Planet Fitness.
Trying out Planet Fitness and dang, they got lots of equipment.
Not me getting a Planet Fitness membership just for the 24-hour perk.
Listen, the PF Black Card is worth every penny for this hydro massage. I'm a new man.
Did y'all know that the PF app has workouts you can do at home? Cheapest therapy I can find is Planet Fitness.
All the benefits, all for less. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
Attention, sports fans. Don't miss out on expert sports injury insight with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join Dr. Pierce every Tuesday during Big D Energy and Thursdays during Ermanni and Edwards, where he offers top-notch injury advice. Trust the guy that DMAC trusts. Dr. Jeff Pierce is here to keep you in the game and performing at your best. For more information, visit MichiganSportsAndSpine.com or call 248-426-9944.
What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com.
Same as yesterday, like
You missed
exact same placement. Just
I
back.
think yesterday you tried to give him credit like it was a good shot. Yes, that wasn't a good shot just now. Yesterday's was. That one not as much.
It literally is in the exact same spot.
No.
I
don't know about that one.
I think you're wrong.
Smash it like 1B, front to the front of the stream. I'm easy, spin more racks. Chris the Canadian. Nick the microwave.
Let's go.
Caleb the colorblind. Shmeesh the like button.
Shmeesh.
And we're also taking mailbag questions. Nick, you were about to say something before we went to break. Oh. The Lions not expected to win this game.
Yeah, but just because they're expected, what is that? I mean, if you're a better coach, aren't you supposed to win?
Not always. Like Bill Belichick's the greatest coach of all time. He had a losing season.
If you're a better coach than a guy across from you, I mean, maybe not expected to win, but you should win some of those games. You should be the reason your team wins.
And they could win.
Dude, come on, man.
They made the playoffs last year. They weren't even supposed
Dude,
to.
I'm tired of this fucking shit, all right? Dan Campbell's my coach. I would rather have him, okay? Drop it. Like, that's how I feel. You would rather go into this season with Sean McVay as your head coach. That's how you feel. Spenny, you feel the same way. Whatever. I think Dan Campbell's a better leader.
But that's not the conversation we were just now having. The conversation we were just now having was like, who do you expect to win that game? It's the Detroit Lions. Like, because they're the favorites, the better team.
Okay. What about it? Yeah, that's why I said I'm going to be throwing money down. I think the Lions are going to win.
You just got kind of hot and bothered by it before the break, so I was trying to get to it. I was trying to make a segment of it. I felt like you had something to say.
I'm heating up some food, dude. I got to get on the road.
Guys, don't break up.
What are you making?
We got some pork and rice.
You ordering it or you
No, it's already made. Cooked it earlier in the week. Had to finish it up.
You meal prep?
No, but I had to this week. I was running low on the...
I feel that.
Yep.
I do be like that sometimes.
Pork chops.
Pork chops. Thin pork chops.
Bone in.
Bone out.
Applesauce?
No.
No, that's good.
It is good, but no.
I do love applesauce.
With pork chops.
With pork
Yes,
chops?
it's very good.
Yes, it's very
Yeah,
good.
bro.
What type of
You
white
think I
shit
just
is
said
this?
applesauce out of nowhere? No, dude, applesauce
Yeah,
and pork
I did.
chops, that's
It's
southern.
good.
Yeah, it's good.
What?
It's like a slice of cheddar cheese on apple pie.
Nah, you lost me.
Yeah. My dad eats that shit. He's like, you gotta try it. I'm like, no. I'm
He's
good.
like a psychopath. You got it.
Yeah, don't knock it till you try it. No, I'm not gonna try it. I'm gonna continue to knock it. That sounds gross.
You know what I did that I don't ever regret doing? And I haven't done it since.
You've never had applesauce with pork chops?
No, it's not
good.
a thing.
It is a thing.
It is definitely a thing.
Yeah, it is.
In your household, if you know what I'm saying. I put grapes.
Damn, you made Nick leave.
Purple grapes. Oh yeah, Nick was pissed. Nick was definitely pissed.
I'm done talking about it.
Yeah, he brought back some shit we didn't even say.
Yeah, I know. Oh, love the guy. Mike
Purple
Lakeman.
grapes. I don't like scrambled eggs, but purple grapes and scrambled eggs.
Dude,
What?
that's disgusting.
Savory.
That's so
That's the-
fucking
that's the
I
gross,
did it when I was
dude.
like 10.
That's
great.
disgusting.
How is that any different than applesauce and fucking?
It's
It's
way
way
different.
way.
That is way different.
Because
Explain how it's different. One
Like
sweet,
cooking-
one savory.
like cooking
Boom.
grapes in
No
your egg-
sex.
Eggs
No,
aren't
not
savory.
and it's a texture thing. Grapes,
Pork chops are savory?
Eggs aren't savory.
that's
Yes,
not
they
the
are.
Nah,
What are they?
I don't know. They're not savory.
They're savory.
They're
Also,
umami.
applesauce is a dippy sauce. Grapes is a food. You're combining a food with another food. Like,
How did
I know. I don't cook the grapes. I didn't. This, by the way, I was 10 or some shit like that. I didn't cook the grapes with it. I just had grapes with the fucking eggs, and they spilled in a little bit. And I was
you're foul.
Dude,
Never
that's
regret it.
gross.
How about
Hold on,
this?
hold on,
Hold on.
Spenny,
You want to
hold on,
know? Hold on. Hold on.
That's
No. Real
gross,
quick. You want to know how I know it's not gross? Everybody's taking. You ever did the jelly on your
That's
toast?
what I was gonna say.
That's so different.
No,
It's
it's not. Because
different.
you've
Grapes, grape jelly doesn't taste like
no,
grapes.
you're gonna let me finish. Mute him. Everyone's taking the eggs, put it on that toast, and did it, and,
Yeah.
and it was good.
Yeah.
It's the same shit.
No.
It is
grape
texture
jelly
thing.
does
It's
not
not the
taste
same
like
thing.
grapes.
It's the same thing.
They don't.
You never had it.
They don't taste the same.
You never had it.
Do you still do that or no?
No, I haven't
Are
done
you
it. I
saying?
would do it again though.
Are you saying grape jelly tastes like grapes?
a bunch of grapes? Yeah,
No, dude.
pureed grapes. What is it then, Spinny? Fucking
Not grapes.
peanut jelly?
I
It's
mean,
grape jelly.
it doesn't taste. Grapes don't taste like grape jelly.
A bunch of them, yeah.
No, they
pureed
don't.
grapes do. That's why it's called grape jelly.
No, man.
That's why strawberry jelly tastes different than grape jelly.
Dude, you're going off the deep end here.
I am not. It's grape jelly.
You're
What the
laughing
fuck?
like a psychopath. I'm not.
Don't knock it till you try it.
Yeah, I will never try grapes with jelly. Or I mean grapes with eggs.
Brown sugar on eggs, says MJ.
No. What are we doing? What the fuck? No. Eggs and meat
L's in the chat.
and cheese. That's what you mix with it. And veggies.
Who's Kip Daughtry, and why would I know who that is, Chase?
Kip Daughtry, like Brian Daughtry?
I don't know who that is. I think it's a made up name. The Kip Daughtry, love that. Who's Kip Daughtry? What the fuck? Shout out Chase. He's a motivational speaker. I believe.
Relax with the slurs in the chat there, Ski Mask.
Whoa, what do you say? Easy, you lost this argument, my guy. Burning issues. This is how serious this conversation was. Shout out to Burning Issues, by the way. Never seen him comment not once before in my life.
Yeah.
He felt so
Shout out-
moved
yeah.
by the grape by the eggs thing. He hopped in that bitch. Easy or wrong?
Shout out Burning Issues. Hot dogs and eggs is good. Have you ever had that? Cut up a hot dog,
Ew.
cooking them with
That's not
eggs.
as crazy, though.
That is way more sane than grapes with eggs.
Try it.
Hot dog and eggs.
If
that's
you guys
that's a
want to do
poor
a
struggle, that's
a
struggle
taste
meal.
test, and you want to do it,
No.
grapes to eggs, film yourself. We'll play on the show. And
No,
give us your honest
you bring
opinion.
in 4 plates of grapes with eggs.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
How about that?
Exactly, because you've never even eaten it before.
I
You're just putting on a front.
Yeah, you guys ever tried ice cream and shit?
You ever dip your rusty nails in barbecue sauce?
Record yourself
Yeah.
trying it, and we'll play it on air.
It's like what J-Mo is doing to us. Yeah, I put ice cream on my burger. Like, no, you don't.
Ski Mask Boys, it's not even a hot take. Diced jalapenos and chuck meat. Guess.
Yeah, no,
Hey.
that's
Peanut butter and jelly with Doritos in it. I think everyone's done chips and peanut butter jelly.
not Doritos though.
Yeah.
Maybe some
Maybe
just
like
regular
Lay's,
Yeah.
Brown
Peanut butter and
sugar on a
banana is
slab of
better
ham.
than peanut
That's-
butter and
That's
jelly.
very normal too.
A peanut butter banana sandwich is better than a peanut butter jelly sandwich.
Debatable. I think a peanut butter and jelly is more refreshing almost.
Then what?
Refreshing?
Because of the jelly.
Wait.
It's not a
What's better than what?
drink.
What's the argument here?
I mean, you don't know what I'm saying.
I would not consider it refreshing.
Well, yeah, but a peanut butter and banana sandwich, that's dry. And you most likely either need a glass of milk or water.
Definitely milk.
Yeah, milk hits with
Okay,
it.
and then you've had jelly.
I'm with you. It's dry. It's like stuck to your mouth.
No, he said a peanut butter and jelly sandwich is more refreshing.
Okay, dude,
It's raining,
Is a fruit smoothie refreshing? Refreshing?
Jelly is not a fruit smoothie.
It's mashed fruit.
Oh, now it's mashed fruit, but 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, but
fuck you.
Yours, that's just that's
Fuck
gross.
you. You're
It's
using
not.
my
No.
argument.
No, it's not.
Do you understand? It's mashed grapes.
No, it doesn't. It's still mashed, but
Well, that
grapes taste
changes
different than
things.
grape jelly. That's a fact.
Oh my God, is jelly like mashed potato grapes?
No, I don't think
They're mashed
grapes are
grapes.
made to make grape jelly.
What are you talking?
I think it's
what the fuck is used?
Well, you think they squeeze grapes to make grape pop? Like, no, I think
God,
it's
this
just
is
grape
crazy.
flavoring in gelatin.
This is wild. What are we doing? You have to
Jam,
use grapes to make grape jelly.
You think Smucker's grape jelly is made of grapes? I don't think so.
All right, hold on. Before we close the show, we're getting answers. How
Real
do you
quick-
make grape jelly?
How much? No, how much grapes are in
I'm telling you.
Smucker's grape jelly?
Concord grape juice. Grapes. High fructose corn syrup, more corn syrup, citric acid. Oh my God. Sodium citrate, and fruit pectin. We gotta stop eating jelly. All right. Measure juice and
You
sugar.
gotta stop eating jelly.
They're making the frogs gay.
We're losing recipes.
Wow, what if jellies are? Okay, hold on. All right, maybe I'll read this myself. If you guys
More
can't know.
refreshing for sure.
Jellies are
Straight
usually
common
made by
fruit.
cooking fruit juice with sugar. Jelly should be clear and translucent and firm, enough to hold its shape when turned into the container.
And Ski Mask Boy says sugar's grape boil. That's jam. That's how you make jam.
No, I'm telling you right now. Jams are thick, sweet spreads which hold their shape but are less firm than jelly.
Yeah, but you use actual fruit to make jams.
Yeah,
Use
I don't know.
actual
I
fruit
don't
to
know
make it
why.
all.
I don't know why that you're trying to add this, dude. It doesn't taste the same.
It does not taste like a
It
grape.
doesn't taste the same, but it doesn't taste as gross as you've done it before, right?
No.
The jelly in the toast
Yes,
with
but
eggs.
And
it's
it's
also
not the
it's
same.
it's
Have
also
you done jelly toast and eggs?
Yes. I've never done an egg and a fucking
the
it's a
grape.
texture
and
thing.
the egg. A texture thing, that's fair.
There is nothing that would be
That's
like,
fair.
all
But
right,
the
I'm gonna
overall
eat-
taste,
bad.
no. You
Yes.
never had it. You never had it.
I don't think I need to try it to.
No.
I think this
you do.
isn't a
I don't
knock
think
until
you
you
do
try
either.
it thing. This is gross.
This is that.
It's just wrong. It's just
No,
against
yeah,
the
it's
laws of humanity.
That's racist.
But that'll do it
Racist
for us
against
today.
grapes.
Appreciate you all tapping in. Make sure you
Grapes
smash
over
that
to
like
you.
button. For Easy,
How'd I put myself on?
for Easy, for Nick, for Caleb, for Chris.
Whoa, how'd I put my
and
cash app right
Spencer.
there?
I'll see you
Sean
guys on
album.
Monday. They'll see you tomorrow.
Cash tag me. Oh yeah, Big Sean
See
out.
you guys
August
later.
9th.
August
Peace.
9th. Cash tag me 31.